all two of you. Oh, Sandra, so glad you're trying to. Aw, thanks, Sandra. Hang on just a sec. I forgot about turning off my phone sound. Don't need those dang telemarketer. Well, spam. The all about Medicare. They'll do anything now to people to, and I've been getting them for longer than that even. Yeah. But what bothers me the most is like older people, like my mom, not Aunt Nancy, but
no, I don't fall for that stuff.
I just gotta moisten my lips, my talking tools. For what it's worth, I got a lot to drink in front of me, so hopefully I'll be okay. Oof. Maybe I didn't need 2 packets in there. I wasn't sure. Usually I use 2 packets in my bigger one. I should have thought about that. So, 5 people. Show yourselves. Hi, Christy. I knew it was you.
Hi,
Kim Zap. I knew it was Christy would be there. I thought, oh, it's going to be Christy and Nettie, because there were 2 people. And I guess imagine that. So Christy, you sweetheart, sent me coffee money like an hour before we went live. Aw, thanks. And I just didn't have time because I was meeting somebody, which I'll be touching on within this time. I just want to lift this up a little, just a tad bit, because I'm feeling like my chin is bigger than I want it to be. See, it's because I'm not being able to angle down. We don't really want my air conditioner in the shot, but I don't want to leave Aunt Nancy out. So, 7 people. If you haven't said hi in the chat, please say hi. Because I just want to know who's here. Because, I personalize my chat. You guys, I got to say, I had a very hard time trying to email something, and I didn't have a chance to look again because I was doing a bunch of different things this morning already. And I never get, it's always, no matter how early you get up, it should have been an hour sooner. It's just that simple. It's just like one of those Murphy's Law kind of things, right? So, I even took a shower. I tried to, I put up, but I still tried to straighten it out. I should have used my straightener because these bottom ones just want to curl. And of course, because I thought I got to be like, it's an event, right? Just not, I'm not making it a big deal, like me a big deal. Just like, I know that a lot of you are like, special and say such nice things. And a lot of you will say, oh, where's your, top knot or your scarf or whatever. And this is my very favorite scarf. It's a Vera. And I love it. Love it. I did not want to necessarily be sleeveless. However, I think we're going to be having a high of 88. Yep. And I knew that it's not as hot right now. But I knew I had to turn off the air conditioner because I'd be screaming even louder than I already am naturally. So Nancy, being the genius that she is, reminded me to put on the fan. See, when you do a Zoom, which I haven't done in 100 years, but when you Zoom, like if you do a fan, it interrupts the whole course of things. And if you guys can't hear me right, then let me know, because then I'll like have an idea of, and I know you guys are probably like, oh, why does she have this whole big picture and she's just this part? And then Nancy's, well, because, I'm letting you guys get a little glimpse of the comfy, cozy living room. That worked out well. Unplanned, I fly by the seat of my pants, and yes, nobody knows that better than Nancy.
Absolutely.
So, okay, there was 7 people it says there's 7 people. I got 1, 2, 3, or no, 1, 2, and then there's Sandra. Let's hear it for the girls. Oh, I didn't even see that. How sweet. I only have 3 of you accounted for. Now there's 8 people. Come on, tell me hi or something. I mean, since there's only 8 of you here right now, even though people could watch later, hopefully, I will say that, and this is not why I'm doing this, because Nancy will tell you, I have been wanting to do more. But like I cannot keep up with not we don't go shopping even that much. Like I don't even have the bins hauls or something. But then again, like sometimes on my way home from my mom's, who has stopped by once. Oh, that's another thing. I'll chat my mom. I got a couple things I added on for the chat. Well, it's a Q&A, but I got a lot of A's. Whatever. But she knows I've been wanting to, or when I come home from my mom's, I stop by this new St. Vinny's. New, it's not new anymore, but she hasn't been there yet, and I can't wait to get her there. Because every time I go there, stuff, that I wanted, that I know that Nancy would have liked, but, she's not there.
Watch it.
Yeah. And yeah, she, we only all have so much space, which is why I'm here a year and a half now and still living like I am. I'm trying.
Yes, you are.
And there's only 2 people that know, really, and only Nancy is really the only one that really gets it, how far I've come. But even when I do bring a few things in, it's like, if I do a video, or I want to get in the habit of doing it, but it ends up being like this bag will sit in my kitchen for a week anyhow because of this mess. And, so whatever. So it's just what it is. But anyhow, I do want to do decorating videos so bad. I already did 2. If you haven't seen them, I have done my bathroom and my middle hallway. And oddly enough, I think I have made changes to both of them since. Actually, I'm in the middle of making some tweaks in my bathroom. And the middle section, I think that was before I got that new shoe thing.
Yes, it was.
Right?
Yep.
I got an IKEA shoe thing. I was like stuck on Facebook Marketplace because I have been slightly. Oh yeah, don't forget to give me a thumbs up too. Slightly addicted to people like apartment therapy and Homeworthy and anybody who has a channel that is like lives in New York City. I don't know why. I think it's because of their small spaces.
Yeah.
And a lot of them have pretty good taste. And so I like to see the cool, there's certain styles that I will watch more than some other styles. Just because I'm like looking to see what they do. I want to see what a maximalist does with their stuff. And there's one that I've watched probably 3 times already and could probably watch it 3 more times. I mean, when I find a good video, I don't have time to watch a lot of the ones I want to watch, but if I find a good one, I'll watch it a couple times.
Yeah.
And we even will actually, that lead is Vintage Samples. Did you watch that one?
Yes, I did.
Okay, we got to talk about that.
Yeah.
We'll probably have to watch it so I can chit chat. I talk to the TV while it's on because, like, you guys, hopefully you guys are doing that with me, and hopefully you're not yelling at me. Which, oh yeah, by the way, I'll just write it down, even though I'm gonna say it now. I have hearing aids. I don't have them on right now because I didn't know how that was gonna fly with, like, technology. Because they're connected to my Bluetooth, and it's just, she just told me today that she's getting some too.
Yep.
So we'll be comparing, but yeah, because I'm functionally deaf in my left ear, and I have tinnitus in my left ear. So yeah, and so we it doesn't work out. Yeah, your bad one is your right ear.
Right ear.
So when we go to the bins, which has been a while,
Yes.
so I go like this, so we're like this.
I'm always on this side.
And now because then I can hear out of my good ear and she can hear out of her good ear, her less bad ear and my less bad ear. Actually, this ear is 100% for me. But anyhow, so yeah, talk about like, like getting old. What happens when you get old? Check. Another hearing aids, check.
No kidding.
Oh yeah. I turned 60 since I've seen you all. If you think I look older, it's because I am. So yeah. Like what? What is today? July something.
30th.
So it's been like a couple months. Yeah, and I'm adjusting, I think, finally. Nothing different. Nothing different except for, well, I got the hearing aids before I turned 60 a little bit. But, yeah, this is what it is. I wanted to be at my thinnest, thinner. I had a little go around with one of the weight loss GLPs, and I did lose. But then I had a hiccup with my insurance, and this I might have already talked about before. But I'm back on the saddle with that too. See, I'm getting my life in order again. So that's all I'm going to talk about with that. Hopefully you will see it happen, because hopefully I'll be a little better about being on. My kitchen, you guys, has seriously been ready for a video from if you were talking about a human, you would say from the neck up or from the waist up. Basically what it is my counters are just at a minimum, and they are always dirty. Not dirty, cluttered with shit. Stuff. It's been a while. So, I am gonna, I'll have Aunt Nancy, push me, try to get done within the week. Okay? Which is not out of the question, because last year I had a little rummage sale down in my community room here, and I'm having another one next Thursday. Because it's so hard to get rid of my overage of inventory. That's not my life keeping stuff, and it's still hard to get rid of it because you paid for it, and it's so hard to just take it all to a thrift store or whatever. I mean, I'm gonna if I have to, but I at least wouldn't mind making enough for lunch and a coffee. I don't know, for both of us anyway. So that's what I'm gonna do, because I can. So, and I'm not afraid to ask. That's one thing I haven't changed about me. I'm not afraid to ask. So, first of all, I want to know if Betsy is here. Betsy, who left me 3 questions on Facebook. And my girl Beth, you know who you are. And Jay Quallen. Are any of the 3 of you here? Because I would want to skip, I would want to do different, because I put down some topics that I think, just guessing, that for the people that do like me, these are the things that I think you would be interested in, that you've asked about before and all that jazz. So I've kind of just written some topics down, because, I don't have a script. I just wrote down some of the questions, and I just go. And there could be some, but nope. I don't think anybody said anything since Kim. So anyhow, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7? Yeah. Well, I guess lucky 7. Even used 7 as one of the numbers for a funny reason. Made her laugh anyway. And I brought 7 items to sell. So
they're cool items too.
Yeah, they're there are things that were in my, like I was going to maybe put them on Facebook Marketplace or try to, I use Instagram to sell some stuff because I have some, like a different crowd of people that I'm kind of like associating with. That doesn't, that doesn't mean I'm like not associating with any of my previous friends, but it kind of, I mean, I don't, a lot of you guys might be on Facebook, but not really like presenting anything. That's something. Can you? Oh, can I talk? What? Okay, I didn't see anything from Helen. Hang on a second, you guys. Let me see if. Okay. You know what? Oh gosh. How did I used to do that? I gotta see something. I cannot remember how did I do this. How I used to have it all instead of, it says like top fans. Wait, maybe it's down here. Live. Now we're cooking with gas. I got you. Okay, hang on. Hi, Helen. Helen Melcher. Oh, hi, Angie. Okay, I knew it. I thought, why are they all so quiet? I mean, my people. Okay, I'm here cooking. Well, I wish I was there eating. And you hear me good. We hear you. 91, expecting 98. Yeah, well, we've had that too. It's glad to see you on here. You're looking good. Aw, thanks, Angie. You're a sweetheart. I'm trying to look better, but much like I've always been, I'm not very vain. I don't really look in the mirror as much as I probably should.
You always look good.
Whatever. So thank you, Nancy. I pay her. Oh, lady, I get it more than you know. You think about the hearing aids. The hearing aids are an experience. For me, right now, a lot of it is that my place is still so not in my, I am such a routine gal. And my things, I like, my things everywhere because I'm very, like I could, just do it without thinking. But I haven't got that in my, the hearing aids haven't gotten into my routine yet. Oh, see, there's some spam.
Oh, yeah.
Bye-bye. And so I can say that mine hook up to Bluetooth. I don't know if that is the case with everybody's or if everybody actually uses that feature. The one good thing about it is, like, if I go somewhere and say I'm say I'm in the, because I take my mom to her doctor appointments and stuff. Say I'm waiting, or well, I usually go into the, office I go with her, but I could sit in the waiting room and look at Instagram, and music can be playing on there and stuff. If I have my hearing aids in and it's on Bluetooth, then it just goes right into my ears. Okay, so that's a feature I like. When my phone rings, it starts playing my song in my ears. I think it plays it out loud too.
Yeah, I hear your phone ring. Yeah.
But I hear it in my ear. So like if I'm in my bathroom and my phone is here, I come a running, and then I find out it's spam. So I mean, not a lot of people call me. There's also, because I have perfect hearing in this year, I know it keeps kind of wanting to pull because I don't want air conditioner to be a feature on my I don't want to cut out Nancy though. What was I saying? Oh, because I have perfect hearing in this ear, I really just needed this ear. So I have some kind of, look, I can't explain it. I don't totally understand it, but I do. I just don't know how to. So if I wear both of them, it's supposed to help bounce some of my hearing over to this ear. Like, it's like a crossover system, is what I think they call it. And so there's two levels of setting: automatic and acoustic. And I think that's what it is. And I just can't remember. I always have to look. I have it written down. I have this little pink case that I have all of my stuff in for my hearing aid. So I don't ever, like, I've had to, like, take great lengths to remember certain things or know certain things anymore, because short term, gone with the wind. And she's my memory, honestly. And so I still have tinnitus, but I think my tinnitus is less noticeable when I'm wearing my hearing aids, but I can change it. Automatic is maybe when I'm wearing both, and the other one is when I'm only wearing one, I think. And I can change it so that I can only wear one. I only need to wear one. But my thing is, when I'm wearing two, I feel like I need to pop my, like when you're on a plane, you had to pop your ears to hear more clearly, because I feel like I'm not getting the sound past. Oh, so am I. Yes, I am. I love Instagram. I don't post as much there either, but I will get better with that too. But I have, like, I'm obsessed with people on Instagram.
Yeah.
And, like, Nancy doesn't even, she's a whole different, like, style / jam than me, but she has to deal with mine because she's sitting in it. And
I appreciate it.
the other person that comes in here is always, like, says 70s, and so, I mean, my bedroom is boho, can't talk. My living room is I would say 70s boho, MCM. I'm trying to lean into the MCM more, but a lot of MCM is so minimal, and if you don't know what that is, it's mid-century modern. It's technically more minimal, and but there's maximalists that do it too. Like Laura Caldwell is,
Oh, yeah.
like, she's got it. I mean, if I had her bank account, I'd probably have that too. I have the taste, but I have to stay, they say champagne taste on a beer budget. I don't have champagne taste. I would say, I have, like, just, I like a lot of things, but I pretty much stay in my zone. And
Yeah.
I'm just used to my zone. And it very rarely is something, I mean, yeah, there's, like, a lot of mid-century furniture items that are like, no, Michelle, you're not getting that. Like when my mom passes away, I'll be getting a nice piece that is well known. And that'll be when that happens. And otherwise, I ain't scared to put in a little IKEA, because they do it well. And I like a lot of Scandi stuff. So, and you know what the best part is? If you go on Facebook Marketplace, like you should be, and you find cool IKEA stuff, or if you're looking at IKEA catalog, I guess, or like online or at the store, write down what you like, okay, and then put that in the filter, the search engine for Facebook Marketplace. And I'm telling you what, I found what I wanted. It was regularly $149.99, and this girl got it for $35, I think. I think they were asking $40, and I got it for $35, or
It was really in good shape.
or they were asking $45, and I got it for $40, something like that. I think, yeah, it's in really good shape.
Mhm.
It was dirty. you know,
Oh,
like,
well.
well, like what would be on the bottom of your shoes. But I cleaned it. Whoopee. I mean, I got a great price. I mean, I saved over $100. And here's what I'm getting at. I didn't have to put it together.
Yeah.
If you buy it off of Marketplace, that is worth probably $20
Oh.
easily. Because if you've, I mean, the last time I put something together was probably my kid's crib. I don't know. I can't even remember. Like, that's just not my thing. My life is already enough of a puzzle. I don't need to bring another one in. So it's awesome when you find something and it's already put together. Do I prefer nice items that are one piece already? Yes. But like I said, budget, people, budget. And I am on a budget. If you didn't hear it already, I have been, I mean, if you've been out of the loop for over a year, because I have been minimal YouTube and posting for the last year and a half, probably, since last April. Last April we had a sale,
Yes.
and I've posted only a few things since then. And but if you've been out of pocket for a while too, I have been on disability for, well, I guess it's been 2 years.
2 years. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 years. August, July, something like that. Yeah. So thank goodness, because I mean, I fought the fight. I got to the last step. I was willing to go to court if I would have gotten denied again. And I pulled one more rabbit out of the hat, and as I was putting that in motion, I got a letter in the mail that said I got it. So I could have waited one more week and not done anything, and I would have been, but the work was all worth it. Everything that I did with 100% honesty and 100% passion, because I was passionate about it. I told my helper guy, he's got a better title than that, but I said I will go to court. I believe in myself. I'm not lying. I will do whatever I have to do. When you have invisible disabilities, you have to be prepared to fight the fight even harder.
Yep.
So, just because you looked at, I mean, Nancy knows how much my memory has dissipated. And my mom, I see her once a week. I talk to her every day. And she's like, oh, you've got a great memory. Yes, I can remember stuff from when I was 10, but I cannot remember stuff from 10 minutes ago. Or worse yet, 10 days ago. I literally, what did I do right before the show? Not right before, maybe 20 minutes before we went live. Went into my bedroom to get something. I was literally, that is maybe 10 feet away. I don't know. Got to the door and I go, what was I coming here for?
Yeah.
It's not even, it's like you joke about that, but it's real. It's so real. And I had to look around to jog my memory. But anyhow, so that's kind of, I guess, my me update, sort of, kind of. Just let me know again if Betsy, Beth, or Jacqueline are here yet. And otherwise, I might present something or two for sale. And I'm going to keep talking. If that's okay with you, let me know. If you want me to get to the Q&As, I'm giving you what I think a lot of you would have queued, but didn't. And so I'm giving you the A's, is what I'm saying. Because I know that as my friends, that a lot of you care about these things that I'm going to talk about, because that's me. Wear my heart on my sleeve, keeping it real, all that. So, yeah, I've done that. Oh, one thing.
Don't forget.
Yeah, I could maybe
Later?
soon.
Okay.
One thing about my turning 60, I kid you not, and I think I know I posted these pictures on Instagram. It's easier to post pictures on Instagram because you can post like so much more. And if you have more followers, you can post even more. I would love it if you guys went to Instagram and followed me over there, if you're not already. And you don't have to post. It is just like, it's like reading a magazine, but better. Because once you start looking at certain things that you like and you like them, like I put a heart. I do that really with almost anything, just so I know I already saw it. But it also helps the person. So, because I know how that is. But your feed will start generating what you like. And trust me when I say my feed is overfeeding me because I don't have time for it all. But I try. Right. So it's like, I mean, and I make Nancy, I get so worked up and excited about some of these things. And I'm like, look, oh my God, look, this is what I need. Oh my God, can you believe they got this? And then when we went to Nebraska last year, I actually met one of my favorite Instagrammers who could literally be my child. Highway Child Vintage. I love her. She's a sweetheart, and her house is slamming. It's everything. And she has a booth. I bought a Christmas thing from her. We were there in fall, so Christmas was, oh my God, I got favorites, and I got people that I buy from or that even have bought from me. When when you see something that that certain people like, and even if they don't follow you, you follow them, but they, tagging people. If people don't want to be tagged, they will undo themselves and block themselves. But let me tell you, even famous people leave themselves open for DMs. And there's people that think they're too big for the britches, that are too big for the britches, and block messages, and it's kind of funny to me. But I just think, if you get that many, then you could probably have a little assistant to do some of the, hey, question DM stuff. I don't know, simple stuff. But I think anybody should be open to that has a Instagram page. I'm sure I just went off the rails on that one. Who knows? Because we are, how much I hate a squirrel. But man, oh man, me and Nancy are squirreling all day long. And that has not changed. I cannot stand the possum, the raccoons, the squirrels, and my asterisk, right, is a skunk, because I have never had an encounter with a skunk. So, I mean, it's kind of widely known that you don't want to have an encounter with a skunk. So I hope to never. So I actually put them as like a little asterisk on my whatever. I hate that word. On my list of critters that no, I don't do it. Nope. But yes, possum is still at the very top of the list. Anyway, I don't even want to see that stuff come up on my feed. My hand like pulls away from the screen or whatever. No. Okay, I am gonna sell something. How about that? Or I'm gonna try anyway. So this is, like I said, either from my, actually, I think it's all from my personal collection, except one thing.
What's the one thing?
This. Only because I have that other one that I'm using.
Right.
But I think I bought that for myself, but then I have those other ones
Yeah.
that I got. Well, how about I just grab this and just sell it? And then, so here it is. It's they're by Hallmark. They're called the Blue Rose. Oh, I wish Patty Rose was here. She recently reached out or found me again or whatever, remembered me again. I know. I don't mean to sound like, like you guys all forgot about me. I've not been around. It's my fault. I, didn't give you anything to remember. Well, I mean, I'm sure you got something to remember, but, but it's called Blue Rose, so that made me think of Patty Rose. But I got, and I'm looking for Beth. I know she works, and I know that I think she still has this, not new, but from back when she got a different boss that was like made her put away the phone or whatever. She used to be able to watch my sale at lunchtime or on she's on her job. I ain't gonna say it anymore. It's not my business to say. But anyhow, when I was down visiting her at her place in the summer place they have in Oak Island, I bought some really cool cups like this, except they were yellow and solid color. What do you call that? Not transparent, opaque. So a solid yellow with orange flowers. That's in my kitchen. I just have them upside down on top of a Tupperware container. And see, that's the kind of stuff I do want to show people. Like, okay, these glasses. They're plastic glasses by Hallmark. They're called the Blue Rose plastic party glasses. They're super cute. They're clear, translucent.
Can you take the lid off?
Oh yeah, I can. That's why I have Nancy here. She's the brains of the operation.
Gosh.
Look they're even bigger than I thought.
They're nice.
They are. They're so
cute.
pretty. You know what these would look? Oh God, here I go with my 18 ideas for everything, and I do that everywhere we go.
Yep.
I mean, you guys, I if I see somebody holding something in their hand, I'll start giving them ideas for it. You can't shut me up.
She does.
It does. I just, people don't stay strangers for long in my world. But I'm careful. Okay, I'm careful. Like I always got Nancy with me. I don't go anywhere alone, really.
Right.
So these would look so cute if you had a windowsill. God bless America. You know how many things you could do if you have a windowsill that you can't do when you don't? I miss a windowsill so bad. So bad. And the bigger the better. But I mean, okay, like, oh, this is going down, squirrel. And I haven't watched it in a while, but there's this lady on Facebook that posts. There's actually a couple different ones, but the one I watch is Green, Greene, I think. Green Manor or Green something. She found something in her yard sticking out one day, and now she's like digging through her whole yard, and she is finding the coolest bottles. And the funny thing is, she collects bottles.
Yeah.
What are the odds?
Well, tell how old the property is.
Oh, it's hundreds of years old.
From
And
the
there's
1700s.
Yeah, and there's a very small cemetery behind their property. Well, like kind of like adjacent to, and she'll sometimes find pieces that might have been like from a headstone or something, but also what I gotta say, what do I have to say? Trigger warning for anything body wise. I don't know how to pre whatever. I don't know how to warn you on that. But anyhow, she has found human bones.
Yeah.
Because back in the day, they would just,
Or wooden coffins.
Yeah,
Which disintegrate.
exactly. And it's been like hundreds of years, 300 years, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a long time. And it's amazing the things that she pulls out in perfect shape.
Yes.
I mean, she's even like, oh my, what does she say? Hell yeah, brother. I love it when she says that. Hell yeah, brother. Oh my God, I love it. I love, and she's young enough to be my daughter too. She's a little older, but she's still young enough to be my daughter. But yet I'm like, oh, I ought to be out there digging with her. If I had my house still, me and Nancy would be digging in the back of it. Because actually, somebody on here that isn't, I don't think, my friend anymore, said I would love to go metal detecting in your yard when I still lived in my house, because she and her husband, I think, did some of that, and I'm not talking about Jocelyn. She's, but because I just do still talk to Jocelyn actually, but she said, oh, I would love to go metal detecting in your yard because I had a huge yard, and it was on a incline, whichever way you're looking at it. I don't know, but yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of stuff out there.
Mm-hmm.
But anyhow, back to the. You can DM me or email me at comfycozyliving@gmail.com if you have any questions about any of those people that I'm talking about. If you want to watch them on Facebook or whatever, but where I was going with it is bottles in a windowsill are like one of my favorite things aside from plants in a windowsill.
Mm-hmm.
But these in a windowsill,
yeah,
with like, just like the flower of the day that's in your backyard, like wildflowers.
Yep.
Maybe just put 3 of these, and then in between them, just a couple. Maybe you're a crystal person or a rock person, a couple of those to go lower, or some little, because we all like so many little things, don't we? I mean,
Littles.
I like littles. I like bigs too, but I like a lot of littles. And these would just look so cute with like Queen Anne's lace right now, by the way, which is, yes, a weed, but still beautiful as a flower.
Yep.
And Nancy and I went to a estate sale the other day, and the old man let me take some flowers out of his yard. So they're there. And
you could start plants in those too.
Yes. See,
some.
she knows all this stuff. All of it. So yes, that would look so cute because you don't have to put a little bit of dirt in it, and you can still see
or
a lot of
water
that.
if you're going to just
or propagate.
Yeah, propagate them.
Like, I mean, I was propagating some things. Not sure if that one. No, I gave up on the wandering or the
You did?
That one, the mother-in-law's tongue, because I got 2 full plants of it anyhow.
Yeah.
So, anyhow, is anybody waiting for a number or a price? There's 8 glasses in here, which is, I mean, and I love it. I didn't realize that they were a little taller. Mine are a little squattier. They're still both of them I love.
Yeah.
And they're $8. No, $10. I'm sorry. There's 8 of them. $10. Number 66. Some things haven't changed. Number 66, if anybody's interested. I still have all of my packing stuff, but I have somebody interested. I forgot to tell you. It's actually Debbie's son. He's like, oh, I'll help you out to take some of because I have so many packing materials.
Really? How nice.
I don't need all that. And he
What does he do with it?
He's into racing and stuff, but I don't know if he sells stuff related to that or what. I don't know. I'll have to ask him. So, if anybody's interested, number 66 for $10. I don't know if I'm being heard again because sometimes that all chats are visible. I'm just gonna redo it. No, I don't think so. Chrissy was the last one to say something, so no problem. I'll try another one and then I'll talk. Oh, I hear. Okay, good. Thank you, Christy. I'll try one more thing and then I'll talk some more. That's what I'm really here to do. Okay. This is the one thing that did not come out of my personal collection, this was purchased for selling purposes. Yeah. I mean, I might have had it at a sale previously. I don't know. Or I might not. There's so much stuff that I bought that I never even got around to trying to sell. And of course, I cannot remember all of those things. I got books. You guys, it's going to be like me reading an old diary when I sometimes sit down and go through my old books because I write all my notes and I'll be like having all these great memories. Like, oh, remember when Nettie bought this? And then, and a year later, I wished I still had it. Stuff like that, Anyhow, so I already have a tissue box cover and, or tissue box. And this is the same as the one I have. It has the little holes in the back to hang it on the wall. And then you just pull it out. And then when you need to refill it, I just open my tissue box from the bottom and I take them out and I put a big, stack in there. I'm sure I'm not telling you anything you don't know. Pull it out a little bit. Sometimes you need a couple to, for the, how it is at the beginning of something. But anyhow, look how pretty. If you are a butterfly person, blue butterfly especially, and those little, they could be bluebells. They kind of have a look of lily of the valley, but they're not, because lily of the valley are white. But anyhow, whatever. It's just a cute little floral print in the background of all the cute little blue butterflies. And this is by Wolf, WOLFF, New York, New York. So it's a USA product. And it's, I'm sure it could use a little bath. Because I just kind of decided to add some things. I was thinking about it yesterday, and then I decided this morning, yeah, we'll grab some stuff. It's all, like, here. I even said, Nancy, you want to grab a couple things out of there? So, I mean, honestly, if you even wanted to, just put this on the back of your toilet. Yeah. If you, are unlike me and don't have anything on it already. Put a little doily underneath it, like a light blue one, or whatever goes with your bathroom. And then just, put it in it and put it in there, and there you go. Mm-hmm. All good. Oh, look, there's a piece of tape. Well, whatever.
And there's no cracks in the plastic.
Oh, yeah, there's no cracks in this. It's beautiful.
It's very nice.
Actually, I was thinking about trading it out for mine, but mine has pink butterflies, and it's like metal. And I love it. I do love it. It gives me fits because I went about things I was in a rush to do stuff, and I could have nailed things in a little better, but anyhow, it's all fine. But anyhow, this is, and it's the size as it regular would be, for tissue. It is $14, and it's number 6. Number 6 for the month my daughter was born. Because, my numbers mean things. Every number, and I will tell you what they are. So it's $14, number 6. I just think this is, I just love it. I mean, I love vintage. It doesn't have to be your bathroom. It could be your bedroom. Mm-hmm. It could be your living room. It could be your kitchen. I don't know what your style is. And butterflies and little florals can work with anything pretty much. Yeah. I mean, really, could put it. You could put this in. You could put this right there. It would blend. Mm-hmm. Look, I got oranges. Like my mom goes, recently, she said, "Is orange your favorite color now?" And I'm like, no. Like I would cheat on pink. No, it's become one of my favorite decorating colors in my kitchen and my living room. Mm-hmm. Definitely. If you had to pick the most used color, yeah, I would definitely go say orange. Yeah. And then I don't know if there's a second place color, because like I got yellow, I got blue, I got pink, I got green.
Yeah. I would say yellow would be
which is so funny, because when I was a kid, orange, yellow, red, I hated those colors. I did. It was just only pink and purple and black and gray and white, but not really white. But those were, I've become so warm. Yet so cool. Yeah. I mean, it's always going to be pink. Always. Anyhow, okay, I'll put that aside and I will talk about something else. I'll talk about, let me see, I'll let Nancy pick the, oh, wait, this is what I was going to say. I did post a picture on Insta. I don't know if I did on, because it's, like I said, YouTube is a little different with that. But when Nancy and I went to the bins for my birthday, this year we actually went the day before my birthday.
Yeah.
Last year we went on my birthday, but it was just as good. Yeah, I mean, we had just as good a time as we did last year.
Yeah, it was fun.
I mean, we had a great day. It was just, and from beginning to end, all of it. But it's funny that you can't make, my life is, there have to be other people out there that these things happen to constantly. I have so many like coincidences or whatever in my life, like that kind of thing where they say you can't make this up. That's my life. Can't make it up. Crazy stuff. Like phone conversations, the things that people say to you. I've had Nancy next to me when I've had people on speaker, and she's even looking at me like, did they just say that to you? Like, that's not normal, or, I don't make this up. These things happen to me.
Yeah.
Anyhow, we're at the bins, and I see these big cardboard letters. Can we ask you quick? Yes! No, I don't have that many questions, really, that people gave. And I might have missed one or two because I was all blah, blah, blah. But yeah, you ask away. I might just write it down and then answer it in time. But yeah, so we're going around, and I kid you not, I'm looking, and they have, like, we don't have a lot of breakables. Well, they don't separate breakables at ours. Like a lot of places have, like, okay, that's the glass bin, or, no, all ours is all blended in. So I would say probably 1 out of 2 times it's broken.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's just, like we alert one another to like broken glass or knives. Ugh. It's ridiculous how careless they are there. Yeah. But I always am like ahead of Nancy because we go in that direction so that we are, we got to match. We're like a salt and pepper.
Yeah.
I guess you're salt and I'm pepper. If they're looking at it, you're salt and pepper. I don't know. Even though I have this thing for salt, but it's not for salt. It's for sunshine.
Oh.
We'll find out in a minute what that means. I moved to the next, and they have big stuff. Like when I took my daughter one time so many years ago, and we made up a list for like a scavenger hunt, and the winner had to buy the other one. Starbucks, naturally. Our place is Fiddleheads.
Yeah.
Although we do still do Starbucks too.
Yeah.
We only do Starbucks drive-through, but right. Fiddleheads is where we hang out. It's our hangout place.
Yeah.
And it's our central perk, so to speak.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
And we sat on little couches and chairs like that too. I'm not kidding.
Mm-hmm. It's a nice place. Good food.
It is, yes. And the people are very nice.
Yeah, they are.
The girls, the youngsters. How are the neighbors? Any new friends? I know what you're getting at. Christy. I don't know where you're going with that. Oh, Christy. Wait, did I finish what I was,
You were at the bins and...
Oh, okay, yeah, let me finish that real quick.
But there were 2 things. One was they put big things
yes,
in with
okay,
everything
so
else.
They do. And then the scavenger hunt with my daughter, I was saying...
But there was one more thing.
Yeah, I know. That's the lead in, yeah. Now, see, she helps me. So I said, there is with Rachel, I said, like, there's nothing that you, I mean, I told her we thought of some crazy stuff and we found it all. I won, by the way. The last thing was a spatula, and I won. I might have had help from an employee who said, I got a spatula. She was excited for me. Anyhow, yes, you can find anything. Don't dismiss anything. If you think you want something, and if you got friends that go to the bins, tell them what you are looking for, because nothing is too crazy to put on the list. Nothing. So anyhow, I move along and I see these big white cutouts that turn out to be like perforated, like cardboard. And then I realize that they're numbers, and I pick up on a 0, and I'm like, in my head, because she's still in her bin. Nancy goes deep.
Yep, I'm the digger.
She's the bigger digger. Because I can't.
Back and front.
I can't reach as well. My fibro and my just my body. I fall in, like there have been times where I am trying. And I'll get to that. But yeah, so anyhow, this was huge. So in my head I go, what are the odds that this is gonna be a 6? I kid you not. Picked it up, big old 6. So if you see it on Instagram, for sure, I think there's a picture from our birthday, my birthday thing, and I got a 6 and a O on my 60th birthday. Yeah, that's all there was. 2 numbers, and that's what I did not buy them. I took a picture. See, I'm getting better at not buying everything. I kept the memory. Okay. So, okay, I'll go with Christy's question, because that will lead into one of my topics. How do I like my place and neighbors? I love my place. It is no luxurious penthouse or anything. We have 3 washers and 3 dryers for the whole building, and that's 80 units. Most of them are single occupied. There are a few that have a couple, but they're all 1 bedrooms, except for the manager or the maintenance.
Yeah.
Office, and then the office. But we got new owners like 6 months after I moved in, and they redid some of the outside right away. We're gonna get new windows this summer. Wink, wink. Who knows when? But they re-floored the main entryway in. I want to say lobby, but it's like more than just. It's let's just say lobby, because it's also like where we come in off our parking lot, which is in the back. And like all to our community room. All that part has been refloored. And then eventually I think they're gonna finish the hallways down the first floor to the units, and then I've been told. Hi, Sandra. Thought you were here earlier. And so I've been told by a reliable source, this person would not generate any kind of nonsense. My next door neighbor, he's very quiet and kind and quiet again, because he's very, very quiet. But he told me that they're gonna start fixing up the second floor next year, because we even got new furniture and everything downstairs finally. Oh my god, you guys, now it actually makes I don't like my floor at all. We used to I sit up on the 3rd floor table. There's tables outside of each elevator, on the second and third floors. There's a table on the lobby too, but there's different things there. But the third floor has bigger windows, and their furniture is white wicker, so I love it because it's kind of like a sunroom vibe. Now, I'm just saying vibe because I don't like 100% of it, okay? Because it's like,
Right out of the 80s.
yes, and I don't mean in the best way. Like, I'm like, what were people thinking? And, sometimes I gotta bite my tongue. Like yesterday, I actually had to. I was downstairs I was getting the mail for my neighbor down the hall, and these other ladies were still down there, so I was talking to them again. And they were talking about, because they've been putting new pictures up. And 3 of the pictures that they put up for when we come from outside, I love. They're not. I wouldn't say that like this. They're like that.
Yeah.
But huge and more neutral.
Upright.
Yeah, they're upright and they're more neutral.
Mm-hmm.
They have slight metallicness to them,
Yeah.
but not tacky. I love them. I mean, if I had that kind of wall space, I'd put that in here, but trust me, nowhere. Oh, well, behind the TV
Yeah,
when I do that,
yeah.
But I've got got plenty of things to fill up with. But anyhow, they were talking about the pictures, and I said, because I don't wait. I just like jump in. I'm like, oh my God, I love those, the one that I told them which ones. And the one lady who I'm friends with, I guess you want to say friends with in your apartment building. I mean, she's giving me chicken soup, so I think we're friends. She was like, oh, I hate those. She didn't mean it like mean. She's like, I hate those. They should have something like flowery or something. And I'm like, I mean, I'm flower power, but I'm 70s flower power. And you know what they're talking about is like the kind of stuff that I would be like, no. I mean, it would be, like grandma core or something, which, I mean, would be fine. Trust me, what we've had or have, anything is a step up.
Mm-hmm.
And the other pictures that they put in, and the lady was like, it's just a bunch of dots.
Oh.
And it's not really just a bunch of dots,
No.
but it's very neutral. And I think it's neat. I like it.
Yeah, they are nice.
It's nice, I and the other two kind of like, I mean, they're nature-y but abstract-ish, right?
Yeah.
But they're very neutral, very
Mhm.
soft, not loud. And you know me, I will say how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to decorating, I feel like it's one of the things that I've always had some confidence in is my ability to curate a certain look. You could tell me what you want and I could do it. I'm actually that's another topic I'm going to talk about, but I'm actually about to be renovating my son's living room / dining area at his condo. But anyhow, and if a 25-year-old young man will trust me, I think I'm pretty all right. So, she was like, "Oh no, I hate that. I hate those." And I'm like, I love them. When I first saw them, it was like, and I mean, I'm gonna see this every time I come home from somewhere. Because even if somebody else drives, I get dropped off in the back, So I literally, every time I come home, the only people that see that more are people that come and go more often or the smokers. They see it constantly. But I was like relieved. I honestly had a sense of relief that they were cool. Because I knew that artwork was coming in. And I was okay. I liked the flooring when that was like step 1. Because everything was painted white. And when I say everything, I mean everything.
Yeah.
things that you think would have remained brown.
Mm-mm.
Everything was white. The furniture is 1,000 times better. So there's that. Would I put it in my house? I wouldn't mind the big table if I had a big dining room.
Yeah.
And the little table for a side table. Um, the couch is not my. They're like gray, and the chairs were. It's nice. It's great for a lobby. Not my jam, but I don't thumbs down it. I thumbs up it. Okay. And the pictures. 3 of them I love, 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 love. And the other 3 I'm like, cool beans. Relief. Again, relief. Because they could have been atrocious. You'd never know. And it's the owner's wife, I think, that's making the choices. So, to each his own, but I'm the one that's got to look at it. You know what I mean? That's what we are the ones that are looking at it all the time. But anyway, my son, when he came one time to just pick something up for me, he was like, oh my God. Like, he was just here at Christmas time. And the floor was, I think, done by then.
Yeah, I think so.
But not the furniture.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, oh my God, like, nice. Like, painted and nicer. And, because it was in need of updating. And I get why it never was, because the previous owner's father, who was the original person that made a lot of all the decisions and everything, it was like a sentimental thing, I think. And so I understand that. I totally get it.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, like, there's some, like, of the boxes, like, that used to be for, like, calling an apartment or something, that are still there. And that's the kind of stuff I like. I appreciate that they are keeping something like that, because I'd be like, don't throw it away, I'll take it. Where will I put it? I don't know, but I'll take it.
Oh, yeah.
And why? I don't know, because it's cool. Anyhow, so my neighbors, I talked to the guy across the hall plenty. His sister used to live above me, but then she moved. She's a cool chick. Me and Nancy actually hung out with her one time. Mm-hmm. Went to a really big, the largest yard sale.
Yeah.
Or not yard sale, rummage sale, whatever. Yeah. That one's a doozy.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a reseller or a mother. I didn't buy as much this year, and I still bought a lot. But anyhow, and the person next door, he might yell out Jesus repeatedly every now and then, or he might be singing a part of a song. And when I say a part, I mean like one line over and over. I could sing it for you, but I'm not. I've done it for Nancy. And actually, the girl, Christy, my friend, she said she's lived here for like 15 years now. And she thinks she's seen him twice. I have never. He doesn't leave his apartment. So, good neighbor. Except for the occasional, Jesus, Jesus. And you know what? A lot of times that was when I was sleeping in my living room. And when I sleep in my bedroom, I'm even further removed. And also, my hearing is half shot now. So if I sleep on my good ear, I don't hear anything that's going on. So, and actually it is my preferred side most of the time. So, my hallway is like half people that don't ever leave their apartment. And I mean, like, they might have a great disability, or they only use the side door. I know the people that have, I mean, there's a couple of very friendly people, a few friendly people, very friendly people that I've become, I'd say, friends with.
Mhm. Yeah.
And the one lady, at the very end, I try to help her out a lot. Matter of fact, yesterday she called me and she's like, "My brother brought me some meals and I want you to take some of them." But I start Bible study at 6, and literally I got here at 5 to 6 because I was with somebody elsewhere. And we went through the meals and she's like, "I'll take this one, you take these two," and then yeah. So I mean, and she cooks occasionally and she'll give me something, or she orders a pizza, she'll give me a few pieces, she'll call me. So I love that. And, I'll go get her mail, or I'll take out her recycling or her trash or whatever, stuff like that, and I will not take money for it. She has, actually, this is right here from her. She gave me this brand new. I think she gets some things from QVC, and I think that was one of them, and I like it a lot. So that was really sweet.
Yeah, that's nice.
And there's another one that was like pumpkin spice soap, a brand new one. She bought me. She bought like 3, and one of them she gave me. That's fine. I'll take that because she did that specifically for me. And she gave me a pair of Green Bay Packer earrings for Christmas or my birthday last year. No, Christmas. Christmas. And I think, gosh, I can't remember.
I don't
know.
remember that.
Yeah, I don't remember, but anyhow, she's, I do I do like to help people. I don't know as many people, like I know people down the other hall. When you get off the elevator, you go this way or you go that way, and so obviously you think I'm gonna know people more in my. But anyhow, it's off and on. I know people down the other hall too. I know mostly people from the 3rd floor, and honestly, people think I live on the 3rd floor, because we would hang out at the 3rd floor table and play cards or boggle, which I love, and I'm really good at it. I am. It's crazy. It's something I'm good at. Who knew? And okay. I just had a Facebook Marketplace response.
Ooh.
She said it's sturdy, because I asked if it was sturdy, and she said she was firm on the price. Fine, because I was only asking for $5 less. That's fine. Sometimes you just like to round off the number or whatever. So
What is it?
I
Can you tell me?
I think it's the thing I showed you. The white thing.
Oh. Okay.
It's a little bit of a drive, but worth it. And I know some rummage sales happening between here and there. I always multi. So I know how to plan my
Route.
destination from my point of whatever, my journey. Yeah, my route. So yes, there are people that I like, have become very good friends with, that I play cards with and all that. And then there are people that are the smokers that when I moved in, I mean, a lot of people will tell you that they remember meeting me because I was like, "Hi, I'm Michelle. I just moved in." I did it to everybody, and they're like, "Hi, I'm Michelle. I just moved in. Hi, I'm Michelle. I've been here a week." And yes, that was how I was.
Yeah.
And I was like writing down. I have notes on, like, I'd be like so and so's name, and then I'd be like, wears this, or has this kind of hair, or wears their hair in a ponytail, or whatever, some defining features that would help me remember, or if I knew their apartment number. I did all this stuff, so I'd try to remember, people's names and stuff. And there was this guy that I was in the elevator with, and I said hi to, and he didn't say anything, and I'm like, whatever, And then later on, down the line, I met him upstairs because I found out he was deaf. And he lives on the 3rd floor. And so I'd see him because I'd be playing cards or whatever on the 3rd floor. And I don't know how, I think because I'm outgoing, and got to be like saying hi to him because he didn't ever really talk to the people at the table. So and then there's this other guy that is like my bro. that his apartment is right by where we would sit. And everybody knows Nancy. Nancy knows everybody. So anyway, this deaf guy would like come from outside and like massage my neck or back or whatever, and I'm like, oh my god, that feels so good. And so I got to be friends with him, and anyway, for almost 6 months now, we have been a couple.
Mm-hmm.
So I have a boyfriend. And trust me, it is so weird to hear my voice say that word. It's crazy. But Nancy's met him many times.
Yeah.
Nancy's seen him.
Very nice
Nancy
guy.
signed with him. And I know that everybody is saying that's the perfect guy for Michele because of her big mouth. And I've even told him about that. I said, yeah, thank you. So there's your answer that I think you were digging for. You got one. You didn't know you were going to get one, but you got one. Anyhow, his name is Tim. And I am slowly learning some signs, but he reads my lips. And he talks to me, and everybody is like, I don't know how you understand him. But I guess because I actually listen to him, and not a lot of them are really listening to him. Like a lot of the ladies that now look at him as a friend, or, don't look at him as like a bum. Because he actually, I told him this yesterday, and I don't think yesterday or the day before, and I don't think he really understood what I was saying. I said, do you know what a deal breaker is? And I said, my deal breaker was always smoking. And he smokes. But he only smokes like 4 cigarettes a day. And in his opinion, the damage is already done from like when he used to smoke a pack and a half a day. And like, the thing is, in my life, before my generation, everybody smoked.
Mm-hmm.
Every person in my family except my grandma. My grandpa smoked pipes and cigars, but still, he died of lung cancer, so it's all the same.
Yeah.
And my mom might have quit 13 years ago, but she's got COPD, so, and, so I still have a little about it, but he very rarely smells like smoke when he comes here. Even if he goes out for a smoke, he doesn't come back smelling like a smoke, so whatever's happening is we're fine. And we had a lot of fun together. Like, we laugh a lot. It's like I've never been in a relationship like this where we are very affectionate and have fun and laugh a lot. So I guess it's just a very like honest relationship. There's nothing. I mean, you could hide a lot from somebody that can't hear you. Yesterday though, because he doesn't know. He's been deaf since he was 5, so he doesn't know really what he sounds like, and he's sometimes can be very loud. And it might sound like he's yelling, but he's not. But if he talks too fast, then I gotta tell him to slow down. Yes. Yeah. Well, that's what the ladies that I play cards with say, because I haven't been down or up. Well, now we go downstairs because it's too hot up there. But that's what they think. But no matter what, like lately, the last few days, he's been here like almost all day. But I can leave him sitting here playing his Star Trek game on his phone or watching a movie, which obviously I don't have to have the volume on for him because I use closed captioning, which I even love. and I could do my thing. But we watch movies. That's how it started. He said he wanted to just he only saw me as a best friend at first, but like it changed real fast. and then and then it like really picked up. It like kind of went in like these jogs. Um so we're not at the that word yet. But like I don't know, you know. I don't think we think about that sort of thing yet. I don't know because I don't I don't know. I don't know. There are feelings, but I don't know. Uh how, what, where, when, why, all that other stuff. Exactly. Cuz also it's been a freaking long time for me to be in an actual relationship. Um so yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. He's very kind
Yeah.
and he's good looking. He's tall. He has chicken legs. He, I don't know. He, I don't. I always think like, what is it about me? But he always says He says it's my personality that is the main thing, because he's always like pinching me and like hugging me and grabbing me and stuff. And I used to feel so conscious about my body, but not at all now. It's weird. I always tell Nancy, I'm like, I just don't know how I'm. Hmm, um, eh, I've actually become better. I have a few things that I do very well. Cooking.
Cooking.
That's what she said. Is he a good cook?
Oh.
Christy asked.
Yeah, I can't see that.
Yeah, the thing he made for me, the one thing, it was just okay, sorry. But guy, he will even say he's a human garbage disposal. He will eat anything. And yeah. So luckily the things I've made for him have been like steak, chicken wings. I make a lot of chicken wings now because that was my new, their whole chicken wings. That's my new thing. I even made it for my mom. She was a little bit whatever, but I don't care. I care, but she's already my mom. I don't have to impress her. Well, whatever. But anyhow, I don't like to cook. You guys know that. And I really, one thing about living on my own now, like really living alone, not like being in the house and having the kids at college, but living alone, is that I eat differently. Sometimes it's peanut butter toast, sometimes it's peanut butter and apples. But sometimes it's my favorite frozen meals, which are like the healthy kind. And then sometimes I make a steak that I get, occasionally. Um, but yeah, I still don't like to cook. So I still always look for a lot of shortcut stuff, but not like banquet meals or anything like that, because I don't know, I never did that. I guess, I'm so used to my son being allergic to milk and so many other things that those things, there's so many of those things that have all that in it that I still don't look at it, So anyhow, you don't care what I eat. So we'll go on. How about let's grab another thing to sell or try anyway. And I will recap it later if anybody wants me to. How about this thing? Now this thing came off my wall because I bought it and I'm selling it for less than I paid for it. It is huge. I do like it. I think it's very cool.
Yep, very cool.
And my one friend suggested I spray paint it orange, and I thought that was a great idea. And then I realized that I wanted to put something else in that space, and then I don't really have the right space for this unless I painted it like baby pink or light blue and put it like in above my bathroom, in my bathroom, because I have some baby pictures kind of
Yeah.
with all my Avons and
Yeah.
my vintage bathroom. It's mostly like a pastel slash Avon.
Yep.
So well, or vintage hair stuff and whatever. You've seen it. The video's up. Go watch it. Like it. All that stuff. But anyhow, so you can spray paint it. Or you can leave it like it is. It's metal. It's not. Oh, look! It even you can make a gigantic diaper for somebody and pin it on them or whatever. I mean, you could do a lot of clever stuff with this. I'm just saying. I think it's just super cute.
Mhm.
I do collect the they're actually somewhere over here. I do collect those big pins, and I don't really need any more. If I come upon them for like $1, I don't even know anymore if I don't need any more because I have so much. My collections are uh their cup runneth over. Some of them, anyhow. So anyhow, this thing is. I don't have a measuring tool, but I would say
18
at
inches?
least. Well, I was actually going to say maybe 24 inches,
Oh,
maybe a
yeah.
couple feet.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's as big as my head at that side. This still could. I ain't afraid to ship anything. You know that. I watch somebody now that always says she does not buy certain things because she does not ship them. Not if they're bigger than 18 inches or something like that. And,
no plates.
And not if they're breakables, for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys know I have sold the most expensive of swung glass vases that are like 3 feet practically. I've sold a couple of big ones in my day. I just packed the bejesus out of them. So this ain't gonna scare me nothing. You Frankenstein a box for something like this if you need to, or just wrap it up and bag it. Which you know what I mean. 2 bags. They go, yeah. It all works. Anyhow, it's so cool, and I am only asking. Oh, that's on the other page. Sorry. $18, which, like I said, is a little chunk less than what I paid, and I haven't had it for too long.
Mm-mm.
Maybe
no more than a year.
Yeah, definitely not more than a year. But it's super cool.
It is.
It really is. I just don't. I just don't have the. It needs to be seen. It's so fun. Anyhow, it is going to be $18, and it's number 22. Number 22. Okay. I don't know I doubt if Betsy or Beth or Jacqueline are here. Because I know Jacqueline and Beth would have both said hi. I'm not sure about Betsy because I don't think I have really know her, but I'm not sure. So I will do her questions because she has 3. And then we'll maybe, glaze over some of the other topics are real brief. Question, where do I get my decorating inspiration? Magazines, other people's homes, antique malls, internet channels, or do I just have my own style? Am I just my own person? Nancy could probably help answer that, but I would say I used to call my style flea market fabulous. Now I think it still is, but I think it's maximal. I'm just a maximalist. 70s boho mid-century maximalist. And I do get inspired on Instagram. Clearly, that inspires the bejesus out of me. I mean, there's people's houses where I'm like, can I just come and live with you? I mean, you know, why not? I'm fun. I'm a whole lot of fun. And I mean, really, Instagram is probably my number one. I didn't write down answers. See, I'm just doing this organically. Um, in I can't say magazines because honestly, like I get magazines and I look at them. I have a pile of magazines that I still haven't looked at. Any of these magazines that I've got. Um, it's like, and it's not like it used to be. Magazines aren't like they used to be. Funny thing, I just watched Devil Wears Prada 2 last night, and so did Tim. We usually watch horror movies or thrillers, and we watched Devil Wears Prada 2 yesterday, yeah. And then the movie after that was kind of, well, no, that was a little scarier. But I said, thank you. I can't believe you're watching a chick flick. He just laughed. He said, I'm not even making this up. He said, I just want to be with you. I'm not kidding you guys. I know. I was just as surprised as you are. Trust me.
But that's the kind of guy he is.
Yeah, that is. It's true. I mean, that's why he says that's one of the things that what he really likes about me is that I'm his best friend. I'm kind of, he thinks, his only friend, which isn't true. He has friends here, but he doesn't think people understand him or care to. It's not true. But I mean, I'm sure in a matter of time, Nancy would consider him a friend, because of the amount of times that we'd be in the same room or whatever. Because Nancy signed with him, even.
Well, I'm trying.
And I was going to use that today when I met his friend. I met his friend today. His friend actually asked about meeting me before I asked about meeting him. He only has really 2 people that he trusts, aside from me, apparently. And, oh my God, hi, Joanne. Oh my God. I got you, girl. And I do have, 2 other things. If you didn't see them, I can show them to you. But, oh my gosh, thank you. You got it. I'll definitely DM you or you DM me. Oops. Oh my God. Everything's coming back to me. It's all coming back to me now. It's so funny. Nice. When I was doing some of my prep, when I try to go on Instagram to tag people, you can tag 20 people. So like sometimes I'll get to the T's and that's it. I can't go any further. Sometimes I'll skip around from, A, B, C, D, and then I'll go to the, start at the back because I don't want to miss any V's because there's a lot of vintage, whatever. But anyhow, so the first person I ever tag, I'll be honest, is always Nettie, which is killing me that she's not here. It's probably killing her too. I'll text her. She'll watch it. Whatever. If she's not here, she's probably at an appointment with her daughter or doing something because I know she'd be here. And Christy, those 2 are the 2 that I. Oh my God! I just put on that house. I'll wipe that off later. I just put my toe on the lotion spout. I don't know what I am getting my toes done later today or tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Later today, maybe, because me and her might
just visit somewhere. Okay. I'm up for it.
And I'm down. Awesome! Oh my God. Yay, that's so perfect. She said it's for a baby booth.
Oh, yes.
That's so good. I love that.
Yeah, that'll be perfect.
Yes.
You're going to love it.
Yes, it's so cool, Joanne.
It is.
and maybe put a little sign on there that says, hey, you could even spray paint this if you want, because some people, they don't. I will say one thing for sure in this design question that I was answering is that I don't know, I guess it's a blessing in my world, because to me this is, I'm slouching, so let me just kind of pull this down a little bit, because I'm really getting the slouch here. That stupid air conditioner. I lost my train of thought.
Oh, I can't help you. I didn't hear a.
It was about my decorating.
Oh.
Ideas. I have, how you used to always say, like, if you like this and you don't know what to do with it, I have at least 3 ideas for it. That's how my brain works in around stuff, around decorating stuff. And that kind of goes with her questions, kind of all go together a little bit. Her number 2 question was, what draws my attention at the bins? Certain eras, like the 70s, or like, colonial or cottage core, like I said, I do like pastel vintage for my bathroom. I got a little mushroom hallway. I am good on the mushies. I need a couple little things on my walls. Oh, okay, cool beans. Just gonna paint it.
Oh.
And I think I just have a couple of spots on that wall that I would put something if I found something that was mushrooming, but I don't need any more mushrooms, I don't think. And then I have like my living room, my bed. Oh God, my kitchen is probably my favorite decor that I have, only because I love my living room. I love where I'm going with it, I should say. I love certain pieces so much, and I will get to that when I do the videos. But I have got, like, when I watch Instagram and I see stuff and I'm like, oh my God, you know what? Oh my God, at my own kitchen, because I actually have a lot of oh my God pieces.
Yeah, you do.
I have a lot of stuff that, and my ass is cheap and also poor. So there's no way that I'm spending more than, well, a lot anyhow. I mean, I can tell you a couple things on how much I paid for them and you would never believe it. But then there's also things that I don't remember at all. I don't even remember I got certain things. But I look up there now, and I'm so happy. That is the best thing about this apartment, is that I tell people, you're not the one that lives here, I do. Not a lot of people have been here. Only Nancy and Tim are regulars. Only a few people have seen it so far, because it is just crowded, and some people have like walkers and stuff, so whatever. My family has, at Christmas I had it a little more, I don't know how to say it, but I had it in the community room, but everybody like got in the doorway at least, so I'm sure they had thoughts because I have so much, but I love it. But I seriously sit here and I'm happy. The wheels never stop turning. I finally put up a light fixture thing that I got at the bins like
about a year ago.
Maybe a year ago, that I've been holding on to. And that's like just among the stuff that I just have,
And it's perfect.
I love it. And I have, then you don't see it. I'm giving you a look, that one I hung a long time ago, like when I first started decorating. And yeah, look, I'm giving you some peeks. I got that at the bins, right?
Yep.
I made that last week, and that's from Temu. Yes, I said it. And that is from a. Did I get this in Nebraska? I think I got that in Nebraska.
I don't remember.
Probably at Junk Stock.
Okay.
Yeah, or at a antique booth. But I think I got that at. I don't know. I don't know. I think I might. I think I did some a video for my a haul. I think I did a haul for when we went to Nebraska.
Yeah, you did.
So it's probably on there if I had. I don't know. I don't remember. And you see behind me, I love these phones. I just got another one last Saturday at a flea market. The only thing I bought for me was a phone for $4. Yes, I am getting disciplined. Getting disciplined. I might lose my ish later because it's been a while. But anyhow, but the point is decorate with what you love.
Right.
And remember that you live there, not those people. If they are going to be in your space, think about how long it will be. They only have to stand it for that long. If they don't like it,
too bad. That's right.
They can go back to their, big box store showrooms and live a happy little life. I am full of joy that I finally did it. I mean, when I had my house, I loved my kitchen, my cherry kitchen. You all know. And I had a lot of redone then. I loved my kitchen. My living room, I loved it. And my bedroom, which was tiny. But I know some of you might not think so, but I used a lighter hand in there. I didn't have every inch of my walls covered. I did have a lot of it covered. But it just wasn't the same. I think if you would compare what I have now to what I had then, color would probably be a big thing about where I live now.
Oh, yeah.
I am very much like a color bomb exploded in my head. And I just went with it. Because, my living room was white and a lot of my stuff was neutral, earth tones. And then I started bringing in a little bit of color, but never a lot.
Well, and you did it so well. I mean, you grouped it together. It's not a jumble of color.
You'll see in my kitchen, on top of my cabinetry, I have so it goes like an L. Like if I come out of my bathroom, say, and I'm looking at the wall, the first wall, it's like orange and yellow, and mostly, and then it kind of goes to blue and green, and then it kind of goes to, there's a little yellow mixed in, there's and a little green, like a little bit of a transition, yeah, and then it's pink and orange. It's kind of not entirely. There are other little bits,
right.
But you can see when you're looking at it, you can see the progression. Just like Nancy likes to tease me about if I done the laundry a day or two before she comes over, and she goes to the bathroom and she comes out. And she teases me about my hanging laundry because I hang all my shirts to dry. And I hang them the same way I put them away. And that is somewhat a version of Roy G. Biv. Okay? but mine is like white, multi, pink, Roy, tan, mix of tannish colors, then G, and then Biv to me is like, it's redundant because IV is like the same thing, but so it's like BP to me, blue purple. And then black and gray. And in the middle of that is like, maybe if I have something black and white or black and gray. Because yes, I am very anal about certain things, and that is one of them. And she just laughs at me because it's just so clear. It's so obvious.
Yep. I told her I'm going to mix some of them up.
Yeah. She said, what would you do if I mixed them up? And I said, well, I'd probably notice the next time I'm on going to the bathroom. And then after I wash my hands, I'd probably turn them back where they should be. Where they should be. And honestly, like, even if I'm in a hurry, I don't think I would just jam them up there. I would have to. I'm not like OCD, but I am a little OCD. And I'm also not ADHD, but I'm a little ADHD. Okay? It's like my doctor, like a year or two ago, said, did we ever test you for ADHD? And I said, no. And I've had a couple people say that to me, that I am. But I've also seen stuff online that it's like people say, oh, that's like the new trendy disability or whatever.
Really?
And I think that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of, because who wants to be all squirreling all their life? Not me. Not me. And I used to anyway, be able to talk about 3 things at once and not miss a beat. And with the fibro, that's kind of part of what it's like kind of taken that away from me a little bit. But I still kind of, like, if I ask you guys or I ask Nancy, what was I just saying? And all I need is like that little something, and I can get right back in the groove. But so no, I'm not ADD or HD, whatever the hell it is. And I'm not like textbook OCD, but I am anal about some things. And I'm not a perfectionist at all. I mean, I just have certain preferences, and I don't know, like, how would you?
Well, I think you are a perfectionist to some extent, because when you rearrange things, all of a sudden you're rearranging it a millimeter to one side. You know, and what is she doing?
As I look at my finger, it's like all these hands, piece hands and stuff, and I got them all in one spot. And then I'm looking at my pottery. I had this one shelf, like, because I put up that light feature, and I had this my wicker shelf that used to have at the house. I had it turned a different way because I had to get way in there. And so for like however long I had that like that, it was a while, I didn't see my stuff on there. And then now I have it all, slanted the right way. And now I see it and I'm like, oh, my pottery. I love my pottery so much. And I used to go in my head thinking, do I need to collect that? Although I like I said, I have scaled back on certain things. And I'm sitting here and I am like dying every time I look, because I have had the idea, and I think I said it to you last week, that I want to take that plate or tray or whatever, that thing, and I want to stand it up because I can't see it.
Right.
I need to have something in it, but no. I need to put it upward. And it's driving me crazy. And I know you're saying, well, then just go do it. Yeah, no. I got stuff in the way because I'm having a rummage sale next week. So I have, and then I have the other stuff that's like for sale. That, yeah, or even I have those other two that I was
That
mangled
would
in.
work.
Remember I had something mangled into those other two before. That, yeah. If I can't stand it,
It'll
could
stand
use
up
like a
in there,
plant
I
stand
think.
or something. Yeah, or that. So yeah, I'm particular about.
Yes.
I mean, I think when I think of perfectionist, I just don't think of somebody that would be so. Well, I guess it is. That's not true. It is possible to be a perfectionist in the thrifty world. I just think because I'm all thrift and vintage, like, to me the perfect is brand new, perfect. That's the way people see it,
Oh.
But in my world, this is perfect. It Perfectionist is just having to have it a certain way, and yes, I guess I am.
Well, and you said it,
I do,
particular too.
yeah. I am
That's
particular about
yeah.
certain things, like the phones a certain way, and yeah, like a certain color or a certain thing. If it's just a little off, it doesn't make the cut. Sometimes, yeah. I guess I am a little bit, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
If you got to put a label on it. So, but what draws my attention at the bins? I'll tell you, everything.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because we just dig. What draws my attention, I mean, is like when I see something big like that, framed, already framed, uh, awesome latch hook rug thing. I mean, if I see a certain color,
Yeah, color.
I think color, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
kind of pulls me, and and I do double duty because, and she does it. Even though I'll tell you guys, even though I'm first, it doesn't mean I find all the best stuff, because, and I wear gloves and she does not.
I can't.
FYI.
I can't. I just wash my hands a lot.
I so I do dig, but and I'm able to wear bracelets more of than I did before for a while. But my fibro, it's still, this is its main point of pain. I don't know. Like today, I was in the shower and I was like, it like right here, and I thought, oh, not today. I don't need it. It's actually better. So probably because I took my meds. It sounds like such a, but hey, you take them for a reason, and that's one of my reasons.
Yep.
So yeah, I dig, but I don't dig. She goes way deeper.
Mm-hmm.
I think also now that I'm not a reseller, I don't dig as hard either.
Right. And you look at things differently.
And I my back will it takes me, in my day, it will be like, okay, some days I'm just like, oh, my back is killing me, and I'll just like kind of hang into the into the bin a little, because they don't have chairs or anything, and so I don't last as long as I used to. I actually had to leave one time early because I just couldn't anymore. My back was like done.
Because sometimes we drive separately.
Yeah.
I'll meet her there,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes I come here and then she drives.
Yes. And so, like today, I mean, if I'll just drive, probably. And we haven't had a day. Like, Tuesdays are my Nancy days still. Nothing new there. But occasionally, there will be things like Facebook pickups, marketplace pickups, or appointments that you just cannot get on another day. Because, I mean, I always try to, I even told my mom to make her appointments not on a Tuesday. But occasionally it happens,
Yeah,
you know?
you have no choice.
And so, there's times where our days are different. It's an abbreviated version or something. And even though this is off topic, one of our favorite things to do really is to watch YouTube
Mm-hmm.
because it's fun when we're together. Number one, she doesn't have to watch it on her phone.
Right.
Even though I don't have a very big TV, it's still bigger than
yeah.
It's not the one I'd love, but it's dandy. It's a dandy.
It's a dandy.
And we watch it and we talk to it and we talk to each other about it.
Right.
And we have to rewind oftentimes.
Yeah.
We do. But not one of, our favorite to watch together is, if you haven't watched them, go watch them, tell them I sent you, whatever. Earthly Delights.
Yeah, they're fabulous.
They're so good. And let me just say that it's not necessarily that they get stuff that's in my jam.
No, not really.
Right?
Right.
It's a little more on the rustic side. It's maybe my old jams, some of my older jams, but I still like a lot. Like, I need a mansion to decorate all the ways I love. I still love rustic. I still love shabby chic. I still love industrial. What else is there? I mean, the only thing I didn't really do this cottage core or grandma core. I have an Afghan, for, winter or whatever. I don't do that. One, because I'm more just in my 70s groove. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just groovy. And a little offbeat, whatever. Not offbeat, but, whatever. So they get stuff, but I've gotten stuff from them. And I like to DM with them and see if but sometimes we're watching a video that's like long gone. They sold that stuff already, but they go to some of the best estate sales.
Oh, man.
I mean, and I love it because they go to the attics and they go to the basements.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be not afraid to do
right.
that.
That's
like,
right.
I'm not a fan of cobwebs and stuff, but, and you know me and critters. So, like, I'm not like a mouse/rat person. So, like, if I was going to do a dig like that, I'd be wearing full shoes. I wouldn't be wearing like flip-flops because
boots up to your knees.
Yeah, I'm just a certain way. Like, I could handle it if I could like stomp it or kick it or whatever, not feel it, but if if I had flip-flops and I felt one of those things run across my feet, I'd either pass out or pee. I probably have a straight up anxiety attack.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. For sure.
Look at what happened when you saw that raccoon.
Oh, God. And we were in the car. We're in the car waiting. We already.
That was an estate sale.
We have a number already?
Signed our names.
We signed up and we signed up. It was cold out. It was like winter, but we didn't have snow yet.
Yeah, right.
But it was cold.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're like, my car was right at the end of the driveway on the other side of the street. So we're sitting in there before the thing. And you know how everybody says, oh, don't be afraid of raccoons. They only come out in the dark anyhow, so they don't bother you, blah, 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 blah. Oh, but there it goes. That thing wasn't afraid of anything. It went just zipping down the street at its own pace under like a car and then came back out. came very close to the line of people that were still waiting outside before it turned around and went a different way. No, thank you. There was not enough between me and that thing. And I was in my car. At that moment, I felt like I had a Flintstones car that didn't have a real floor and that thing could come up in through. That's how I feel. That's how I feel when I see a possum. Even if it's dead. Well, and they usually are. My favorite kind. I get like a little anxious. Yeah. The anxiety starts to creep in. And if I'm like in a bigger space or I'm with somebody or something, little things like that will ease me a little bit.
But you were extremely anxious with that.
Yeah. It just happens. I don't turn it on. It just the switch just flips. And yeah, I ain't kidding when I say like I get that paralyzed / frozen kind of thing. Yeah, no, that was not for me. No, I'm not a raccoon person. So I don't think they're cute. I know a lot of people do. Whatever. And then and then one other thing that Betsy asked was, what like does my heart skip? Do I scream with excitement? Do I have a big reaction if I find something great, or do I have a straight up poker face? Okay, well, here's the thing. At the bins, it's different because you're just paying by weight. Unless it's a thing like my latch hook rug, which I think I paid maybe $5 for. I don't think I paid for that by weight because that frame's heavy.
Okay.
There are certain things that we gotta pay for the item usually.
Yeah.
And also it has varied with the different people that work there.
Yes.
Because we had some peeps.
Oh,
Tay.
I miss
that
them
guy.
so much.
And then the girl that announced my birthday last year.
Yeah.
I mean, we had some people that like they loved us as much as we loved the bins. And they always said, "You always look like you're having fun," because we stand out in a crowd in a bins crowd. We stand out. Trust me. There's so many youngsters that are at the bins, and like I don't know what they're gonna do when this runs out. Like, I don't know if a person could be a reseller forever, because there's always going to be vintage. So yes, technically you could be, but I just don't see these kids in their 20s. I mean, I guess because I do know somebody that's older that does sell like sports stuff or whatever. I just wonder how long there will be. Well, there might always be an audience for it, but millennials and whatever my kids are, they don't like a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're minimal and so we're going to die, and then they're going to be, and who knows the generations after, if there will be people buying, vintage. So at some point, when we're gone, who's going to save it from the landfill?
Yeah.
Maybe nobody. I don't know. I wonder about that. And then again, I'm like, well, I'll be dead, so who cares? But, then I think, well, I'll be in heaven and I'll be watching down. That's the way I think. And I'll be like, no, but I mean, you just don't know,
Right.
So we'll see, right? Maybe we'll see. I don't know, because I'm not up there yet. So, but do I have a poker face? Yes and no. I found a little powder jar.
Oh,
like a little vanity jar or whatever you want to call it, that the cover was on loosely. And we grab things like this, and you grab something that's a little heavy or jostles a little, then you kind of, change your move. And the lid was like not screwed on all the way. I still have it somewhere. But anyhow, so I heard what sounded like change. And so I opened up the thing and I saw dollar bills.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw silver dollars.
Mm-hmm.
And then I saw $50. And mostly that. Some other change, but mostly, there was a Susan B. Anthony,
Yes.
some wheat pennies. But there was it in actuality, I think it totaled out to be 14 something.
I think so. I don't remember the total.
So when I found it, I was like, oh my God. I think I yelled out the F word. Might not have yelled it out. I might have just said it I was literally like 3/4 into the bin. And when I opened it, I said, like in a good way, obviously. And then I'm like, Nancy.
Look
So
at this. Look at
I
this.
keep it on the down low.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, look at this. And, like you see the paper money first. Like, you don't know what's in there. Only $14 maybe, but $14. I'm sorry, if you see $14 laying around out on the street, aren't you going to pick it up? Because that's lunch, honey. And so I didn't know if there was hundreds in there, or I didn't know. And I didn't know, like, even though they're saying how silver is worth a lot more now, that stuff really didn't phase the guy that I talked to. So, it ended up being just face value, basically. But it was a moment.
Yeah.
Because you don't know, and then you see these coins that I've seen before. My mom used to collect $50 and stuff. So, I've seen them before. But it was like, you don't, we find pennies, nickels, quarters, dimes. We're happy when we find quarters. We always have like a contest about money. And then before we went to Nebraska, we had this. I have 7-Up has this whole set of cans of states, and I happened to find a Nebraska one before we even were talking about going. I think I had it in my sales and just never sold it. So then we used it for collecting after we would go somewhere together, which was usually the bins. We put our change in there,
Mm-hmm.
or any change we found, whatever. So, do you remember how much that was?
Oh, $16 seems to
Really?
stick in my mind.
I thought it was more than that. But literally just pennies and stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
I think my mom one time gave me $1 to put in there, but then I think one time I pulled it out. I think I needed like quarters for laundry or something. I don't know. So anyway, I would say a little bit of everything, because you just don't know what it is, and you either want to keep it covered. I found some Playboys in there before, and I was like, you don't want to announce it, and I'm like, Nancy, or I'll keep it covered and I'll be like, Nancy, in case she's across the way or something. And or if we find Black Americana, we will usually have a discussion about what we should do, depending on what it is, and it's usually a book. We will honestly, we've actually talked to somebody about this, and they say just turn it into the manager. But the thing is, it depends who that is, because I honestly think that probably 8 times out of 10, they're just going to throw it back in the book bin. They don't care. And the thing is that they're usually almost all black.
Mm-hmm.
There's some Asian, and there's Mona.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And she's back, you know.
oh, yeah. And she's Mexican, maybe? Not sure.
I don't know.
Anyhow, so it's like there are, there are plenty of African American employees there that have had to have seen some of this stuff. Some of it, because sometimes it's like right there on top or whatever. And I think the thing that bothers me, and we've discussed this more than one time,
Mm-hmm.
is that it's definitely a part of history. Okay, we know that. But people have a different opinion, outlook, feeling, thought, whatever about that. And sometimes it is buy it and send it to the Jim Thorpe Museum or whatever it is. I forget what it's called. There's a certain museum. Chances are they might already have what we find, but you just never know. And maybe also that they would know what to do with these things,
Mm-hmm.
or have at least a place to properly keep them. There are people that do collect it. So sometimes we're like, should we leave it and hope that the right person finds it? You don't want, some innocent little, white kid picking up a book that looks like a children's book and yelling out something that they read in these books, because they don't think anything of it, because like me, I have grown up with just as many black people in my life as white people, really. And I know that's not the case for everybody, but I grew up in Milwaukee, so it's just never been a big issue for me. My cousins live in a town where, I don't even know if they, know any black people. So I know that sounds so ridiculous, but I have asked my black friends and a very good friend of ours, a friend of the show, a very good friend who is, whose children are half African American, actually Nigerian, I think. I can't remember. But anyhow, so she has opinions about it because her children are affected by that. Mm-hmm. And so there are, and some people have very strong feelings about that. So we have had some, you think it would be just an easy thing to think of, but it's not.
Mm-mm.
So sometimes we think
complicated.
We'll buy it and recycle it, but that is like throwing it away. But it's also keeping it out of the wrong hands. So it's a tough road to hoe, or whatever. It's a slippery slope. I don't know. So yeah, we there are things that we have had discussions about. Not everything is an easy find, and not everything is a great find. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
There are some things you can't unsee, or untouch. But there are things that, yes, we have had I am not a quiet little girl in the corner.
Mm-mm.
Little flower. No, that's not me. I am flower power. Yeah, so if I find something, I'll be like, oh my God, Nancy!
Well, when I found those Halloween cutouts,
yes,
those old ones, oh my
goodness. And they were endless for a while. It's like, holy jeez. When I found the wreath.
Oh, I wish I would have been
That
with you.
was at the our first bins that was like an hour away from where I am now, where we are. Um, that one was a moment for me, and I was all alone. Actually, it was with Kelly. She used to be a follower, a friend. She came from Illinois, and she and I were shopping together. She was next to me. We were waiting for. I know you guys have heard the story, most of you, and there's not many of you here now. I hope you guys are watching this later. And I knew that this would probably happen, but anyhow, I appreciate the ones of you that are here very much. Um, we we were standing in line waiting for the bins to be brought out, and out come the bins, and I see in the bin next to what will be mine a vintage, like we're talking juice can tin ends with the little curlies, stuff like that. All of the vintage goodness. This wreath was magical. I don't know what the word is. I looked at that, and yes, my heart skipped a beat. My body went all crazy. And I'm like, Kelly. I'm like, Kelly. Because then you like, when it's the first grab, people are, luckily, ours are one per person. And we will say it until the cows come home.
Oh, yes.
And then we'll say,
Written right
we'll
up
point
there.
at the signs. No, you know what? Nobody's messing around with us. No, we ain't just two old ladies. Look, you don't even want to cross us at the bins.
No.
We are, you know that thing, there's like a shirt or a sign that says, and I think I have the shirt, that says, the first thing you did wrong was assume I was just an old lady.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, I will go toe to toe with some of these youngsters. And I have. Like, to a point where I even thought, Michelle, shut the hell up. Because your tires are going to be slashed when you go back out there. Yes, I have had it out with a few people. Because to me, it's about honesty, and that's, keeping it real. Anyhow, I said to the kid, because they were still bringing out the other bins, I looked to the kid next to me who was maybe like my son's age, and this was 4 years ago. I don't know, like 4 years ago. It was just after the pandemic, and we could go shopping again, I think. Or it wasn't just before it, I don't think, because I don't think I had gotten there yet. Anyhow, whatever. And I looked to the kid, so he'd probably have been like 23 or 22, whatever, looking for sports jerseys and stuff, And I looked to him and I go, hey, you're not going to want that thing right there, are you? And you got to act like you don't know what this is, right? A lot of times. Like, you don't want to tip off that they got something hot. You just act just like I do when I'm at a rummage sale. If I pick up something nice and I ask for a few bucks off, or at a flea market, and they'll be like, oh, that's, that's a piece of the sun right there. There's no it's invaluable. It's like priceless. And I'm like, oh, I just like the color of it. I just go, oh, I just thought it's cute. I'll act like a dumbass because you don't want to let on that it's like your biggest ISO in search of it. Like, if you find your biggest ISO, your body is going to be like, oh, and your face might change color or something. You might get red. But yeah, so when I saw that, and I said to the kid, you're not going to want that thing, are you? I'm like, that thing right on top. And because I could just see the first thing he was going to do was take a handful of stuff in front of him and throw it. And that would have been that thing, and it would have been ruined, or at least decimated to a point.
Yeah.
And he's like, he's like, no. And I go, can I get that right when, he's like, yeah. He handed it right to me when they said, shop. He gets it, hands it right to me. I put it in my cart in the front because it's like my baby now. I had an offer before, within the first 20 minutes of me having it in my cart. This lady came up to me and she's like, would you sell that for like $75? My daughter really wants it. And I'm like, if I was to sell it, it would definitely be over $100. And the thing is, I haven't processed all of this. All I know right now is, oh my God, that's what I'm thinking. This thing was amazing. And I can tell you now that if you look back on my thrift hauls, if you find one that says Epic Bins Haul, because I think that's what it was called, Epic Goodwill Bins Thrift Haul, maybe because I like to get the words in, the buzzwords. But I know I used the word epic. And I had 3 great finds that day because they charge a certain way for certain things. So number 3 was I found a little record box for 45. It was full of 45s. So it was going to be heavy. But I just like held it up like that, And then, and like then they put it they were like $1. And I said, okay. And then, because I had a lot of stuff that day. Because number 2, because that's number 3, right? Number 2, Nancy's gonna recall this and she's probably gonna go watch it again. I found the mother load of color by numbers, paint by numbers, whatever. And they were all framed. Some of the frames were crap. Some of them were falling apart. I
remember that.
Needed a screwdriver. Now, as I have said before, you can find anything at the bins, but not always when you want one.
Yeah, right.
So your girl got crafty. And I found a toy that was electronic. So it had a plug. So one of the prongs, I used it like a screwdriver. I think I used both prongs at some point because there were a lot. And I did every single one. I had a lot. I don't know how many. I gave one to Kelly. It was a rose. I took a picture of her with it. She really liked it. It was roses. So that's the only one I didn't get. I got every other one of them. And some of you might remember, there was like an old, some Disney. I think there was an old Alice in Wonderland one and an old Wizard of Oz one. Maybe not Disney. Those are the ones I'm thinking of. I think Alice in Wonderland, and I think an OG Dorothy
wow.
Wizard of Oz thing. I think I can't remember. And something tells me I was talking to Erin, Collection Vintage, Gentle Thrifty Mama, all that. Erin F. I like it when she on Instagram. That's her name, Erin F. EFF.
Okay.
Like if you wanted to spell out the letter, because that's the letter of her first name or last name. And so, but she spelled it out. I love that she did that. Anyhow, makes me laugh every time or chuckle or smile, whatever, every time I see it. And so a lot of paint by numbers. I might even have to go watch that myself again because that was like a great day. Anyhow, I would like to look at some of the stuff I got over time. Matter of fact, Tim, um, he's like, "Do you have to go do your TV show?"
Oh.
He's like, "You're on TV. How are you on TV?" So I was trying to explain to him, and I mean, people don't get like, oh, like, because I'll be he'll come here and I'll be watching, somebody like fish with me or whatever, and he's like, "You're watching people shop," and I'm like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, I am," or decorating, but he isn't really. It always happens to be when somebody's thrifting or whatever. So anyhow, that was number 2, and then the wreath was number 1. All that happened in one day. That was like, I mean, just those 3 things. I could have walked out with any one. Well, that not the records. I mean, that was great, but the greatness of it was that I really got a good deal. I didn't get charged for each thing or the weight of a case of records.
Yeah, that would
have been a lot. I just somehow, I don't know. And I mean, those paint by numbers were like, I'd like to watch my sale from that too and see how many people.
Those are always hot.
I am not a price gouger. I think I've always kept my prices nice and realistic, or budgety, whatever. I don't know, but I knew that I had money there in any of those things.
Mm-hmm.
I knew I had a person for the records, Katie from Vintage and Vinyl. For the most part, yeah, that whole thing I think I sent to her, and that goes media mail, so that's awesome. I sold the crap out of those painted by numbers, and I held on to the wreath for the time I had my house, which I think I only had it for one Christmas. I know I had it on where I had it on my wall, and then after I sold my house and I was living with Jill, I sold it to Gia for $225. Gia, remember? My people, I miss you guys so much. And could I have made more money off of that on eBay? Heck yeah. But I never did eBay. Never did that. And you know what? I was happy that it went to somebody that I like, cared about or whatever. And $225. I mean, you guys, weight wise, couple few bucks maybe. I mean, it had a lot of stuff on it, but these are little plastic things for most part. There was a lot on it. You'd think it would weigh a lot, but there's no way it would have cost me more than $3.
Oh no.
No. So I mean, I made a good haul on that. So anyhow, that's for all the excitement and stuff. Jacqueline asked, Jaqueline, I know you're not here because you would have said something. Is anybody, someday, okay. And I know there's only a few of you here, but that's okay because I appreciate you guys. People have jobs and lives. And this was like kind of a last minute-ish thing. Jacqueline wants to know like about decorating tips and my style, and she wonders if I would do like a show and share kind of thing. That would be fun. Like a little local group, because I have some local people. I don't mean in Menomonee Falls. I mean in the metropolitan Milwaukee area. And I might see Jacqueline on Saturday, actually. I think that would be cool. I'm not exactly sure how that would go. It'd be fun to have like a group and then just like meet like once a month for like lunch at a place that like you are in line and get your food for. So everybody just easy. You pay, get your food, whatever. Not, not so everybody's got futz with a bill, because that can be a pain in the butt when you're with a group. Or, coffee, or, like a Golden Corral. We don't really have one right around here, but I'm not afraid to drive a little ways. But anyhow, something like that, and bring like your top 3 thrifted items since the last meeting or something, or ever. You know, I mean, I'm not going to be coming in there with, so I might take some pictures and show some pictures and also bring some cool items. I think that would be cool. Either bring the item or bring a picture, whatever. That would be fun.
It would be fun.
I want to do I've been wanting to do like a group thing. I always say that, and then I know people are like, "Oh, you always say it and you never do it." My I have like depression and I have anxiety, and those two don't play well together, but they oftentimes come together, and it can really paralyze you. And it can I can sit somewhere and I can look, even while I'm on this doing this, I'm looking, sometimes see something in my mind go, ugh. And honestly, like, I don't want somebody coming in here and trying to organize me and have me trying to part with a bunch of stuff. I know what I got to part with. It's just that I ain't 22 anymore. And this body does not do a lot of these things. So when I came in with more than my place could accommodate, it's been very difficult to whittle it down, because you got to shove it, and then you got to pull it, push, pull. It has been a constant game of moving items. Mm-hmm. Everything's moving. Everything, it can be here one week and it'll be over there next week. And I do have moments, days, where I just go ape shit. Like, and Nancy was on vacation a couple weeks ago, and I wanted to surprise her, and have that light up and have my wicker shelf in order. And I got a orange fluffy rug off of Temu, and the rug down beneath it I love, but I had several spills with my flavored water, and the stuff comes out where the straw is, or this other cup I had, the lid just so I had some spills and I never properly took care of them. I got I would towel it up or whatever, but then where it was, it kind of blended in with the colors of my rug, and it was also in a darker area. So you didn't really notice it until like I pulled it all out and looked at it. And I had to move this coffee table, which had so many books. I have a lot of books. I don't know when I became this book person. How many have I read? Do not ask. It's embarrassing. I think I have 3 books going right now, and I don't think I've picked up one of them in at least 3 months. And I'm literally reading 3 books. One of them I've been reading since before Danny passed away. And that's another topic I have. And that's just a quick topic. And that is that September 3rd, coming up on 2 years of Danny being gone. And I still just, I see things and they remind me of her. Certain things with Starbucks. I know it's so stupid, but like certain items or certain phrases or just certain things connected to Starbucks, or some of a lot of things just are like little triggers for me. Um, and I don't think of them as bad because there's no bad memories. There's just only the good, fun times. And yes, do I remember how it got at the end and how I wanted her to be relieved of her pain? Yeah, I remember that. But I was with her when she passed. So as much as I wanted her to have relief, the minute that she passed, I wanted her back already. And so it was a long grieving process for me. I mean, I kind of feel like I still am grieving because I just have these moments sometimes where I'm like, oh my God, she's gone, and I cannot have her back. And I have like a little thing where I have my picture with her and some little Starbucks things and some little reminders. But they're like, I can hardly ever see them because where they are is always behind a pile of stuff on a chair or a table that will eventually, soon, hopefully, get cleared off. I feel like I'm always like a couple weeks away from being a normal life, But and this time I really think I'm more mean it. But I'm really gonna have to put my nose to the grindstone to get ready for this rummage sale, and I have been actively doing that. But yeah. So anyhow, I don't look at her picture every day. I actually just found something, and it's over there on top of something. I found something with her picture. So for the last few days, I have seen her picture every day. But before that, no, I don't look at her picture every day. But if I see a black crow, that is her. That was her spirit animal, and that's her. And I will sometimes look up and I'm like, give me a sign, because it seemed like for a while I had a lot of connection moments to her, and then it like went quiet for so long, and then I'm like looking at the sky, and I'm like begging, like, tell me something, tell me what to do, give me a sign, because even though I'm in this apartment, and that's another thing, she passed away like just a few months before I got my place. And I was always so mad that she never got to see that. Well, she sees. I know she knows. But she never got to be here. And sometimes I think that's a good thing, because then I won't like sit in my apartment and remember her sitting right there or something. But anyhow, it was just, it still is a lot for me. Yeah. So, and luckily I have a very, very, very wonderful shoulder right there that bears the brunt of my happies and sads. So anyway, I don't even know where that came from, but anyhow. So the show and share thing, that's what we were talking about. And I that's what I want to do, is decorating tips or like styles. I want to do like vignettes and stuff. That's where I'm trying to get. And so for a while I'm going to try to get back to doing like some thrift hauls to keep at least getting my money. I don't even know if I'm going to get it. I have some money locked up in Google because I never got enough, which is, you have to have $100. And I'm sure there's certain influencers or YouTubers that are going to laugh at me like, oh God, you're still waiting for $100, like they get probably thousands or, hundreds. And I don't care. I never deigned to be this, rock star YouTuber. It's fun. I have made such great friends. I mean, Nancy, I met only because I had my YouTube channel. Yep. I can't even imagine my life now if you weren't here, it's just, Nancy and I, sometimes it's only Tuesdays that we see each other, yeah. And I'm just like, maybe could I call Nancy and see if she's doing anything, and or, I mean, just like, there are times that we're just like, I'm like, can you squeeze in a coffee at Fiddleheads? Or I just want more Nancy time. It's just, I don't know. It's like my comfort zone or whatever. I don't know how to put it. And some people might think it's weird, but some people might be envious of it. But I know I'm very lucky. I do know that.
Well, that was, I mean, it was meant to happen, meant to be, it happened for a reason.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. It was in, who knows if we may have crossed paths before. Even.
Other times.
Yeah.
Right.
Because we live one town away from each other, really. Beth, who's at work, asked about junk journaling, how I junk journal, do themes or pages or separate things out. I can say that is something that we talk about a lot.
Yeah.
That is also part of my excess, because I have a lot of stuff that I always keep for junk journaling. And it's hard to organize that when you have an excess of other stuff.
Oh, birthday. Sorry.
You want to see my boyfriend?
You know your birthday. I didn't even know we were done with the phone.
I'm on still.
You got it?
I'm on it.
Oh, are you on?
Yeah, come here.
Oh, I don't want to go on there.
No, come here. Just say
I
hi.
want to be the camera.
Why? Come on.
I'm on.
She's on.
I'm
Just come here.
I'm ugly, motherfucker.
Don't say that on TV. You can't say that. You can't swear. Come here. Just come here and say hi.
Is that good?
He's real.
Is that good?
Yes.
Oh, you picked the out there, talk to
What?
you picked the
Yeah.
talk to the
Okay.
talk about Walmart.
Oh, okay.
Got a pack up from Walmart.
Oh.
I forgot about the mail.
I forgot to tell you it was coming. Yeah.
And I got the mail, the pizza mail.
I know everything you got was
I know.
big.
It'll take me a whole 4 years to finish it.
He got a big
I
can
got
of
beef
beans.
turkey. I forgot about the beef turkey.
Oh.
And then I got the cat.
Oh, finally. The cashews. Yay. I hope you got a big thing of those.
Not Monday, Tuesday.
Okay.
Oh, the invite for the phone was all messed up.
Okay.
You didn't put my name in there, didn't put my phone number there. And the lady, the phone, the lady from Florida, she doesn't know that people back party, for a can. So we called the manager. And the manager was on look for a better info, I got cool, we thought that one way.
Okay. Don't swear. Don't swear.
No.
Okay.
All
right. Because they can hear you.
They
can hear you. Okay.
That's why I like to be on the camera.
All right. No, it's okay. Well, your voice is on the camera.
I warn you.
He's way better looking than you got to see.
Give me a call one more,
But
okay?
anyhow. Okay.
Give me a call, okay?
Yeah.
I didn't know you were everything.
Yeah.
I thought you'd be done by now.
No, you know I talk a lot.
Huh?
You know I talk a lot. I talk a lot.
Okay, that's okay. I don't know how long your show is. I thought it'd take about an hour.
I'll call you.
Don't worry, but I'm not worried. I'm
I know
coming
it sounds
for you
weird to say I'm going to call a deaf person, but if I call, his phone rings and then he can see
I'll be
my
coming to you with the
text.
card for a movie night, okay?
Okay. Yes. 8 o'clock.
If you want to, that's fine. Okay. If you want me to stop by early, give me a call.
Okay.
Okay? You take it easy. It's nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
Okay, so there's your extra. You're welcome.
I hate to be on the camera.
If that didn't satisfy all of you's little whatever, I don't know what will. So the junk journaling thing, we talk about it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I have so much stuff. That is part of why I need to get this excess out. So I am going to, I want to, be anal. Because Danny had the best art room. I mean, she had these, one wall was just all that like iron. Yeah, she lived in a castle. Those metal big like industrial shelves, and she had just like a lot of different plastic, different shapes. The big ones for scrapbook stuff, the smaller ones, the shoe size ones, all the different. She had everything labeled, and she had the best handwriting and everything. She had everything for art, everything for junk journaling. She had a pile of magazines, probably up to my belly button. She had all of her junk journals that she ever did, which are just amazing. So when she passed, I was like, I had to find them, because I said, make sure, I told the one of the daughter-in-laws, like when we were at hospice one day, I said, just make sure that if anybody takes anything before I get to go in there, that there are junk journals for the grandchildren. And I actually was living there for the full month after she passed. I was still living there. And so I tried to go through, I took, what I wanted. That's what her husband, and that's what she wanted. So I did take a lot of stuff that I can use, things that I've decorated with, things that I can, like just whatever. A lot of junk journal stuff, though. A lot of things to, whatever. I don't know. And I had a thought, but I don't know what happened to my thought. But anyhow, yeah, I want to have it so that when Nancy and I, because we already know the table setup, we've discussed that already, so that when I put the table in place, we did it with that in mind. And then I'll be able to just open what I call my storage closet. A lot of people use it for their pantry. But anyhow, I just can open it, and then we'll have just certain areas of my shelving and have things either in bowls or containers or closed containers that are labeled. Yes, I want to get to that point. How do I junk journal? I am so much of a theme girl. It's sometimes sick. I mean, like, I'm thematic with my home. Give me a theme and I can take off with it. I used to sell at a place that named their shows, and everybody used to tease me because that is how I decided how I was going to curate my items. For the September ones, I always did like back to school stuff, but there was sometimes that I forget what one was called, and I got all of these from like the Dollar Tree and Walmart, every color of a bandana, and I made these huge banner things, and I had this whole like setup with like a lot of I sold these little girl. The girl was like 3 years old then. She's probably 13 now. No more. But I still have a picture of her. And these little cowboy boots she bought and put them on right away. And I can beat a theme to death. But that's a good thing when you are doing something that requires a theme, like
Yeah.
some of my my junk journals are right down there. I do have one that I did in colors, and I know I've showed them to you guys, and you don't really know it until you're looking at it, much like my closet or clothes drying in the bathroom. I did like two white pages, not like a phone book. But when you're junk journaling, you tape or you glue like 2 pages together so that they're thicker. So you tear some out to have like in between space, all things like that. That's sort of stuff I will show you. Not that I'm a pro. I learned from the pro, and I will do as much as I can to honor that.
Well, you gave me a couple of hers.
Yes, I did.
And they're truly art pieces.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just a junk journal. They are, you can tell an artist did this.
Yeah.
They're beautiful.
I mean, there was somebody that's a friend in the art and thrift or whatever world, and I haven't seen her in a while, but anyhow, back then she used to say, oh, you're doing collage books, or you're doing whatever, she called them something else, and and I'm calling it a junk journal. Well, it's like, you don't have to be so literal sometimes. So I have a junk journal that I did for the pandemic that I still need to finish. All of mine are works in progress, really, I think. But I did these white pages, then I did yellow, and I did red, and I did orange, and I did blue, and I did multi, I think. And if you look at it, you're like, oh, like you're just like, oh, wait a minute. Now you start to feel it when you're looking at it. You don't have to be told. You'll notice it. And that's just, it's the creativity that decides what it's going to be, how it's going to be, all that. Like, I mean, okay, I'm going to pull everything out of these magazines that's red. Okay, what does a stop sign and a pack of big red gum and I don't know, an ornament, what do they have to do with one another? Nothing. But if you're tearing the pages and you have all these things and you put them all in there, and washi tape is my best friend. And I use a glue stick on my washi tape, because even though it's sticking now, it might not stick in a few years. So use the tape or glue on there too. And once you do it, I mean, it's a creative outlet. A junk journal, a true junk journal, the ones like Danny made, are just, I mean, hers were so intentional yet very organic.
Mm-hmm.
She used the beautiful lace, the beautiful tea stained, ripped off, part of a handkerchief. The way she put it all together, the way she culled all the junk, it was just perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And
Definitely.
I mean, yeah, when I look at those, I'm like inspired. There are people that are on Instagram that I have watched. I mean, on YouTube, Sigita Coffee Stains. That's one of them. I always remember her name. But that's also another reason I want to get my sewing machine going, because I like it when people, sew, have the edge, it's not major. You just do a zigzag and a zigzag and a zigzag, and it's just like adds texture or layers, or a vibe. It's just all the way you put it together. And like I've said before, like I've told people, because people are, like, what is a junk journal? Like, what is the junk? I have told people, get a box, a shoebox, or shoebox is really ideal because they're really big nowadays. Shoeboxes aren't little like they used to be. Shoeboxes are like, huge, a lot of them. But like a big shoebox or a little shoebox, whatever. And it used to be just like any mail you get. Like now we're getting mail for vote for so and so. And obviously, for some people, that might not be their cup of tea. But you never know, because, like, the words that are on there, bold, don't have to be used in the same context as they are on this flyer.
Right.
You might be like, I remember I had that junk mail and it had the word great, and I need that word to define something I'm trying to say. Like you might be expressing a phrase or something, not just a theme, but I feel like all like worked up now because I'm like, it's just so I want to look at all my books now. Because I felt like such a dope. Always. Always. All these things that we did all these different art classes all over all the years, all the different things I've done, and almost all of it with Danny, a lot of it taught by Danny. I always sat next to her. She was always at the head of the table. I always sat next to her. I'd be so intently listening that I would not even notice the other 8 people at the table. I'm not like taking notes, or I'm like doing it as she's saying it, and I am like not. It's like when you're learning something, you need to learn it in full. Really know what it is in full before you make a shortcut or tweak it. Okay? Just like a recipe, I think. Always follow a recipe to the T the first time. Then you'll know how you want to tweak it. It's the same thing to me with junk journaling. It's like, it kind of, like, well, and I don't mean that, like, is the same thing. How you put things on. Always, no white paint, no white edges. That's like a rule. No white edges, which means you have these ink pads and you have these little foam things that and then you do the edges so they look like old books. Okay, so you're trying to make it, you don't want to see any of the white, and you got different colors. Trust me, there's an ink pad color for every single different aspect of a color. Every single, like, pink. Okay, there's everything from light pink to fuchsia. Okay, go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby or any of these places like that, and you're going to see all the different ink pads. And you can get like an earth tone multi-pack or something of just little, but if you're going to use a lot, you just get the whole pad. And you can get stuff at rummage sales, but the thing is, be careful about that, because certain things like washi tape and glue sticks and what was I just talking about? Ink pads dry out, just like stickers over time dry out.
Yeah.
When you find things, you have to know that if I buy this, it might not be in its same original usage form, so I might have to adjust that. Like with washi tape, well, big whoop, I'm still going to use it and put glue on the other side of it. Okay, boom, done. Same with stickers, put the glue stick on the back of it. But now see the glue stick. Do you buy those at a sale? Well, you might be at a sale where, I have been at sales where, like, a teacher that retired has tons of different things. Kids' books that have the best graphics. I mean, frameable.
Yeah. Oh,
we all know
absolutely.
that we've pulled out a book and opened it up and said, I can frame that.
Yep.
I mean, everything under the sun. If you have a retired teacher, like grade school teacher, I'm talking about. Art teacher, you hit the jackpot.
Yep.
Because if she's done, she's done. if she's an artist and she still does her own thing on the side, she's got the top of the line supplies over there. But you're still going to get stuff that's great to use. But otherwise, in your junk box, I mean, I know we hardly ever find matchbooks anymore, even though I have a whole humongous jar of them. Occasionally, you'll see some for sale at a flea market or something. That's a great thing. Cereal boxes are great. There's so many different things about cereal boxes, aside from the fact that that cardboard gives it more sturdiness on the page. There are a lot of great graphics on there. You can make really cool pockets on a page with stuff like that. The scissors that have designs, that's another thing you kind of have to be careful about, because they might be so dull that they just crunch the page up, not really cut. So, sometimes, excuse me, there are just things that either you avoid or you try to see how good they really are.
Yeah.
Or just buy them new, because sometimes the stuff ain't really that expensive. I mean, if you go to a rummage sale and it's still in the package, thumbs up. But like everything that you can think of that's paper, or I like to use fabric, ribbon, sari silk, that's so fantastic. And the colors are so saturated and beautiful. It's so fun to just, you might get an idea or you might not, but you just sometimes, and sometimes you feel like you're stuck, but you're not. You're just like kind of plotting your next move, because there's so much you want to do and you can't do it all at once. But once you start doing a junk journal, it's just very addictive, and it's also very therapeutic. Yeah, it's very therapeutic, and I always said that I wanted to do one in like Danny's honor, and so maybe that's what I will do. My first one, when I get back to it, is going to be inspired by my memories with her, which will probably end up being damn near a Starbucks book. But there's just so many things. Like, that just makes me think of there's a saying, or like a meme or whatever, that says you're I don't know if it's like says your best friends, or your you're great friends when you get together and you take naps. I mean, I'm not even lying. There would be times I'd go there, we have lunch or something, and we'd have Starbucks. And let me just say that when I say we'd have Starbucks, I mean that it was almost like an IV drip with her. I would go get them, she would pay for them almost all the time. And it was just, I wasn't taking advantage of her. There were times I paid, and I don't need to, say that or prove anything, or people can say or do or judge, whatever. I don't care, been there, done that. But it's just, yes, like just things that tick a memory. Or like a great junk journal to me is from a vacation. She was at Door County. I can't tell you how much junk journaling she could probably do just with pamphlets that you can get on your way to Door County. If you go to like a antique store, they probably have a bunch of pamphlets.
They sure do.
Even the antique store where she has a booth, they got pamphlets there for stuff. Even another, antique mall or whatever. Anything that has words or pictures, people, words. And it's just funny because then I, we talked about this game Boggle, and they, about why I'm so good at it. I'm like, I talk a lot. I know words. It's my thing, And so the thing is that I like to express myself with those. And sometimes I like I always say, I text just like I talk. Like, you can probably hear me. Poor Nancy. Like, I capitalize certain things.
Yeah.
Or I, put things in quotations, or I put things in parentheses, and I'm sure she's reading it just like I say it. And that's a part of the creative process when you're doing a junk journal. You just kind of, okay, you don't look at a magazine the same anymore. You don't look at an old book the same anymore. Because now you're like, oh, you know what? There's going to be a time I need the word the. Let me tell you how many times. You need an A. Well, yeah, you can cut an A out, but sometimes you just want a big A, or the, or it. Certain things are so hard to find. And this is crazy to say, but it's true. It's like sometimes you're looking for something very specific. And I do even have a thing where, like, I had my categories were like chairs, birds, animals, words, phrases. And I used one of those accordion files. I think I still had it, to be honest.
You do have it.
I do have it. And yes, chairs, because in one of my, what somebody would call a collage book, and I still say whatever, it's art, or it's creative, whatever. I had all these cool chairs the way I did them, and it's just, and then you're looking at it later down the line. I think it's a mirror into the past is a good way to put it. I gotta write that down. That was pretty good. And it's because it's not something that you look at every day. You do it, you put it away, you move, or you're in limbo for 4 years or 5 years, whatever. And then you come upon it one night and you look at it and you get all the feels. And you remember, you can almost feel how you were in that moment. Like, I will feel myself sitting at Danny's dining table in that moment, going into her art room in the closet where she had the pile of magazines, trying to find some good ones, because she had like Vogue and Oprah, and then she'd have Good Housekeeping, but she'd have a lot of art books. And that's another thing when you are looking for the thing you want to use for your junk journal. Yes, I don't get into all the different, pages and the sewing and the, I forget what the words are, signatures or something. I can't know. I can't do that anymore. I could try, because I think I wrote some things down, but I'd rather do some textured things that I remember from learning with Danny, because like making all that just to make pages, I don't have to do it like that. I know how to put in pages and how to fold them and how to, I know how to make it work in different ways, even if I have to use a stapler instead. But another thing, one of my favorite things is, like, if you go to if you get gift cards, you're going to get a small bag. That's great. I have, like, now a lot of times if you go to a restaurant, they put the silverware in a little, like, paper pouch, some of them, and they'll have the restaurant or whatever, name on there, or it won't be. That's even better. Anything like that. I have like I've come across, like I want to make for when I went down to Oak Island. I just found something that was I stopped somewhere to get something to eat, and I got something for Bella. I don't know if it was a pup cup or what. And so I just remember me and her in the car, pulled over in some parking lot because I was in some podunk town just trying to get some food because I was in the middle of like a big expanse of nothingness on the way because I drove a lot of driving to get there. And I have a paper, just a little thing. It must have been like what they put, like maybe some onion rings or French fries in. I don't even know. I don't know, but something. Actually, I just saw it. It might be on one of these piles, and it's just things like that. Like when we went to Michigan 3 years ago. Oh my God.
Oh, that was fun.
I mean, like we grabbed everything. Nowadays, you get stickers everywhere.
Yeah. Yep.
You can get them for 50 cents. You can get them for $5. Have I gotten them for $5 sometimes? Yes.
Oh, yes.
Many $5 sticker. I would recommend. Oh my God, what is Astro World? Her name is Sasha. Astral Weekend. Oh my God, my brain. Something like that. Just Google that, or go on Instagram, or I don't think Etsy. Maybe Etsy. I don't remember. I order from her probably every month or two. And I just, if she does, I even suggested something and she produced it. But she's very, very clever, very creative. Might not be your cup of tea. Some of it is, some of it isn't for me. Like there's one sticker I put on almost everything I own. I'm like, I want this I told her I want it in a card form so I can frame it. And because she would be perfect on that wall right there. Or not she, they're these disco ladies or whatever. Groovy gals, whatever you want to say. But anyhow, I digress. Junk journaling is just a very forgiving and addicting habit. Oh, I don't know what she said. I hope she didn't sell it already. It's a not habit, hobby. I mean, got the H right. And you can really express yourself. You can maybe even find that you're more creative than you thought when you see the finished product. There were so many times, oh my God, when we'd be doing stuff and I'm like, I am not an artist. I can't do this. And if I had a nickel for every time Danny said, you are an artist, I mean, I could at least buy a venti Starbucks because she said it a lot. And if you are creative, you have a little artist in you, whether you know it or not. So, junk journaling will come. If you have any questions, I love questions about stuff because I like to answer stuff. Only other thing I was going to say really was that my son is letting me renovate his or like redecorate whatever, or decorate, but I'm removing his coffee table and I already bought a different one from Facebook Marketplace. I'm giving him a shelf unit that I had in the house. It's baseball, basketball, football, and golf. And it's like vague, general, cool stuff of that, or it's the Brewers, the Packers, Ohio State, just period. The Bucks, and like Tiger Woods, or just a fantastic golf image, Jack Nicklaus, whom I ex-husband thinks our son was named after, but I really liked the name anyhow. From a soap opera, really. From a guy that I used to do public relations for on Days of Our Lives. I gave that away, Jack. Real story. So I think that's it. I know there's just a few of you hanging on, and I am really going to town with all this. Let me just try to sell a few more things real quick. This just came off of my sink today. I think it's just the cutest thing. Even Tim was like, oh my God, that's so neat. I'm like, how have you never noticed it? And I've had this for a long time. Matter of fact, a lady that I used to be next to at a where I did a show 5 shows every year. She was a soap maker and lotion maker, and she was like, oh my God, I want that so bad for my display. And I'm like, sorry, I'm not giving it up. Well, now I am. You don't have to put soap in it if you don't want to. You could just put, like I used it for, like a sponge or something. Not an actual sponge, but whatever. I don't know. Sponge, Scrub Daddy maybe I had in here. Something, I don't know. But I've got stuff moved around a little bit now. And I'm trying to like put things under the sink a little more. Because I always have so much else on the sink, up on there. So anyhow, I use a pump soap. So I don't need it for actual soap. And so I don't know, how much does that weigh? I mean, it's metal.
A little over a pound.
Yeah,
would say.
so it's not terrible.
No.
And I'm doing it for $15. It's rusty and green, and the rust was already done, you know. And then over time, it's just gathered a little dust, but you know. So it's going to be, what did I say? $15, and it's number 28. $15, number 28. Okay. And it's like, you know, as big as a little bigger than a bar of soap would be.
Yeah.
So, sorry I don't have like measuring equipment with me right now. Then I have, I'm going to save the best one for last. I have some treasure craft. You guys, I simply do not have enough room for all the things. I actually tried to sell, and I have, but not everything, more of my ashtrays, because I didn't realize how many ashtrays I had. And I only have so many things that I'm going to put in those ashtrays. Crystals, which I'm going to put up on that table too. I was going to do that earlier. So anyhow, that's something that you could put in these. It's like a couple of crystals. This is an ashtray, this one. These are each going to be $5 because this one actually has a repair. It's not terrible. I mean, I didn't even notice it. It just looks like on the back you can notice it really.
Yeah.
But on the front, it just looks like a little, like a scratch maybe. Even, I swear, if you maybe use a little crayon, those like wood crayons maybe. I don't know. It's not wood, but you know, it's a ceramic, whatever the word is. I don't know which one. What word I would use for this?
It's ceramic.
Yeah. I mean, we know we all love our treasure craft because we all love George and all that jazz, right? So the only reason that this one is $5 is just because it was repaired. So the apple will be number 7 because I made Nancy laugh about this before. Because an apple a day keeps the doctor away. And if you have an apple a day, that's 7 days in the week. And so it's number 7 for the apple for $5. See how it is in my hand, how big it is? It's little, but it's darling. And it's a piece of treasure craft. We all want a piece of treasure craft in our life. I can't talk. And then this one is just a little bigger than, you know, about the size of my hand, actually. Okay? It's an ashtray, but you can use it for incense. You can use it for your crystals. You can just put it out. And this one is number 57. Because that's the street I grew up on. You guys know there's always meaning behind things. Number 28 for the faucet soap dish was my son's birthday, you know. And I'm sure you're gonna know. I don't know if anybody's, I mean, I just tap that again and see if, hang on now. I got people that said stuff. Jay Quallen is here. Or was. Nettie! Oh my God. You guys, Anna! Did you get my email? My email's all jacked up with the way I was sending those. Oh my God, you guys. Why didn't somebody say, oh my God. You guys, I love you. Okay, that was the last one. Someday I will. Okay, Christy said, I think there were some people that tried to control you. You are you. Yeah, you got that right. And then Christy asked, do you only have phones in the earth tones? No. I have the green and blue are behind Nancy, which you'll see in the when I do my living room. I have a white one. I actually have several white ones. I have a red one. Mm-hmm. I have pink ones. I don't have a black one. And what my wish list ones are the bright orange. Like those look like bright orange, but they're more like a burnt orange. Mm-hmm. There's a bright orange. Like I can't show you this because I can unplug this for a minute. Like this bright orange, okay? And like a bright green. There's a really bright green one. Like grass green, bright. And then a bright yellow. I don't have any yellow. I don't know why I felt like I had yellow or gold. I don't have.
No, you don't.
I don't even have like a gold one.
No.
You would think I would for up there, but. So yeah, those are the ones I'm on the lookout for. So if you guys, anybody wants to be on the lookout, I mean, don't buy it if it's more than $50. Or question me. Because depending on the colors. That's just all I'm saying. Yeah. Princess phones, donut phones in any color. Any color. That's like, okay. Precious, happy to hear you're doing better. Congrats on your new boat. LOL, my life is the same. Like them all. Need work. Saw earlier and will watch replay. Very good. Afghanistan, B70s minus, I don't know. They found a large owl pick in earth tones colors that I have too and love by. Hello Michelle, and nice to meet you, Nancy. That was from Anna.
Oh, hi Anna.
Anna Bergerski. And our bins are push and shove. No, I would. You know who would be doing the pushing and shoving? This girl.
Ours was that way.
Yeah.
And then COVID, and then they stuck to that
Thankfully,
rule.
yes.
Yes, for sure.
Yep. And it's crazy. Even, hi Nettie, I'm so glad you're here. Oh, yeah, I hope my people are watching. Hi Tim, I'm here. Welcome back. Jake Quallen, I'm gonna try to come to your rummage sale Saturday. She'll hit the thumbs up. Oh, Michelle. I look forward to seeing your creations. Nancy will be doing the junk journaling with me too. Hi, wait. Julie. I hope you're still here. Oh, thank you. I'm still here. You said your sound was weird. How much did you say? Huh? I don't know. What? I don't know. I just probably said, hi, Nettie. I'm so happy you're here. Nettie, you're the first person that I always tag on anything I do on Instagram. Always. It's so funny, but it just, I don't know why. So I have one more thing to sell, and that is my favorite thing for so you know what the number's going to be already, about how much to pay for the phones if we see them in the wild. Okay, if you find the bright colored ones, I would probably go up to $25. Which they might still be more, but And then the Harvest Gold, maybe 10 or 15, I would hope. Like I got that other one for $4. I've gotten some really cheap. I mean, but there was I have one regret, and it was a bright green one, and it was like I think it was like $40, like 38 or $40.
Jeez.
It was at Elkhorn, and I was with
Yeah.
Tammy, and I walked away from it, and you know what? Oh, thank you. Thanks, Julie. I see your stuff here and there. I don't have the. I mean, it's like I have time to do some stuff, but it's like I can't get to everything, and I keep wanting to like come to your thing, and I hope I didn't like hijack, because I think you're doing your stuff at my old time, which is fine. No, not, like I don't own it, so but I was like, oh God, I hope I didn't overstep. It's just what I know, and I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of I don't know how to say it. Like I'm not going to be doing a Q&A. I'm not going to do that every week, and I'm not going to be selling. This I just thought I'd throw in, like, oh, I'll sell a few things, maybe, or one, maybe, like I did only sell one. But oh, I got this one I didn't talk about yet. But the junk journaling, yeah, I'm gonna have to. And if you are doing your things at that time slot, then maybe we can do like a lead in, do like a, I'll go first or you'll go first. Probably if I went first, because I'm in the earlier time zone. But if you're an early riser, have at it. But we could maybe do like a, hey, we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna do this, and it can kind of go with, whatever. I know you do a lot of specific, really cute, really cool. I shouldn't even say cute and cool, individual things, and that is like what I say. Julie is an artist. I mean, she's got the creativity, she's got the style, the design, the knowledge, and it's cool that she's teaching it, sharing it. So anyhow, my last item is this what is it called? A powder box. I keep forget. It's like a slightly marbled aqua, just slightly. But it's like a really pretty light aqua blue, and there's a little yellowing. It looks like somebody had something stuck to it, but it's not sticky. You could use this for a ton of hair ties, candy, like I just go to what I know. You could put all your lippies, your chapsticks, your lippies, whatever. Or if you have the boom boom stick, stuff like that. Awesome. That would be fun. Yeah, we could like be in there with each other or whatever. Or on there. Yeah. So, yeah, that would be super cool. And anyhow, this is about the size of my face. It's a good size. The rummage sale is a whole neighborhood. I know I saw what you tagged me on. Yes. Okay. I will let you know too, Jacqueline. And I saw the thing you tagged me on with the other lady. I didn't watch the whole thing because it was right before my show, but I'll rewatch it. But I had also seen something else the other day, and I was like, I know Martin. I'm like, I know where that is. I've been there. Where and I forget that's over by you. So anyhow, this is $14. Am I looking? No, I'm looking at the wrong thing. It's $12. Even better. $12. And look at the top. So pretty.
Yeah, it is pretty.
It is, it doesn't have its maker or anything, but I didn't research it because this was a last minute decision. It's $12 and it's my favorite thing, so you know the number 23. 23. I know some of you actually remember that. You might not want it, but you're probably yelling 23. Super cool. I mean, honestly, why I'm not using it is just because like I don't even have any flat space. I have no. Honestly, what did I say that I was going to have? Where did I say I was going to be starting to have to put stuff?
That you were going to put stuff
Yes, decorating in my living room.
on the ceiling.
Yes.
On the ceiling.
I said I'm going to have to start putting stuff on my ceiling
Yep.
because I got no other. I mean, I have small spaces, but, you know, look, don't think it's.
Oh,
Past
no,
me.
no, don't. No.
If I find a really. Now I'm actually wanting to do it. Now I want to do it. Like, I have some amazing fabric that I was going to do something with in my bedroom, but I have other amazing fabric too.
That's a possibility.
So, you know, there could be a focal point in the one space that I don't have a light because apparently lamps and lighting are a new obsession of mine.
Yep.
Number 28. Oh, you got it, Anna. You got it. It's available. The soap dish. Oh, I actually put my little boom boom stick in there. So it doesn't come with that because that's been up my nose. Sorry. TMI? Oh, you know me. So awesome. Thank you.
That is really a cool industrial look thing.
Actually,
I like
Tim
it.
noticed it this morning. Did I say that already?
Yeah, you
And he
did.
was like, "Oh, this is so cool." I'm like, "Do you want it?" Because I had it in my hand then. I was like he saw it on the counter and I'm like, "You never noticed that?" And, you know, I'm like, whatever. Okay, I'm just going to show these other two things that I showed before that nobody might have seen because they might not have been here. And that was these awesome glasses. They're plastic. They're Hallmark. They are so cute. They're even cuter when you take them out and see that they're such a
they're so
cute
cute.
size and shape. And like we were saying, put them in in your windowsill and do some propagating, or even start a little plant, you know, with you know, just that only requires a little bit of dirt, or hey, just set them on your wherever just because they look cute.
Yeah.
If they were orange, I'd be keeping them. They probably would just like be getting put somewhere. And like I have a lot of these things. I have a stack of different ones, and I just have them upside down on top of one of my canisters. Now, you wouldn't really do that with these because it's a taller stack, and you could probably get some prettier usage out of these. But anyhow, these are, yeah, they're super cool. And they there's 8 of them in here, and they are new in box, never been used. They're $10 and they're number 66. $10, number 66. Hallmark. And then the other thing is this awesome Kleenex box, cover, box, whatever. You got to take the tissue out and then you put the tissue in, you know, take it out of your box. I always take it out of the bottom because then you know, it's just easier. You can hang it on the wall. Like I have one hanging in my bathroom right by the sink. I think it's a good place because just after you're done washing your hands, you do have to, you know, go dry your hands. But even maybe before you wash your hands, you gotta blow your nose. I don't know. There it is right there for you. It's pretty convenient.
It is very convenient.
See, said someone who has maybe used it. And so you could put it on the wall. It's very easy to, you know, replace because you just this comes up. Mine is 2 pieces, and that's the problem that I have is that it's metal and they don't want to lock back in sometimes. Ugh. And then the whole thing is wanting to come off the wall because I didn't do the best job when I put it up. You know, measuring and shit like that, stuff like that.
Who measures?
Yeah, exactly. Eyeballing. That's the way to go.
That's right.
So, or you could even just have it sit down on, like, anywhere, really, but, like, maybe on a toilet, on the back of the toilet, if you have, like, a cute little doily and put it on there or whatever. You could put it really in any room, but that's just the room that I, gravitate to for that. Or bedroom, bedside, But the pretty little blue butterflies and blue floral. And then this even has the nice scallop on the sides, too. And this is, $14 and it's number 6. $14 and it's number 6. And I actually thought, oh, maybe I'll change this to mine. But then I'm like, there's so many people that like butterflies. I should try to sell it, because I already have one that I love that's pink, or not all pink, but it has pink on it. So anyway, I think that's it for like the recap. And then the treasure craft items, $5 each. This one has the tiny repair that you can hardly notice. $5 each on the apple and the pineapple. And that's it. I think
Do you want to give the numbers for this?
Oh, the apple is number 7 and the pineapple is number 57. Only things I didn't cover. Okay, Jack's Place I did cover. My mom is still kicking. She looks really good. You would never know that, she's in the pain that she's in. Last year was a year. She went through a lot with a surgery that ended up having infection, and it was just a lot of hospital time and a lot of recuperating time, I guess, or recovery, and that's hard to do for an older person that wants to do things her way. But anyhow, she's still got it. We play cards and we play Rummy Cube, and she swears at me. I didn't just get it out of the sky. I might have gotten a certain word out of the sky because she never used that word, but she does now. And so she's all. I spend one day a week with her at least, and I talk to her every day on the phone. We go out to eat, and once in a while, if we both are okay, we'll go to the dollar store. She even likes to go to Goodwill. I wish we had other thrift stores too, but we don't really in certain places. But yeah, that's it. And then Bella. My Bella, I miss her so much. I still miss her. No, have I ever seen her? Maybe somebody would ask. No, I don't know who she got adopted out to. There have been a couple times. The first one was the most emotional, and I think I've told you guys about that. When I thought I saw her in a car. And I was with Nancy and I was tearing up, and she's like, "What's up?" And I'm like, "Look over there." And she saw right away. She knew. Yeah. And then she was like, "The ear's not up. The ear's not up." And she was trying to kind of talk me down, and but it was too late. I mean, my head saw. I saw Bella,
Yeah, it really did look like her.
It did kind of wreck me, but it also felt good because in the moment that I thought I saw her, I got to see her,
And you knew she was with a good family.
Yeah. I just wish I knew where they lived so I could just park somewhere and see her in the yard or something.
Aww.
I know it's stupid, but I mean, oh my God, I gotta tell you something about a cat. You're gonna flip. You're gonna laugh your butt off. Anyhow, that's it, you guys. I don't know what else to say or do so I think I sold 2 things the faucet thing, the soap dish thing, and the safety pin to Anna and to Precious. So yeah, if anybody's interested in the treasure craft or those glasses, those plastic glasses, or the tissue box later, just tell me. Or shoot me an email, comfycozyliving@gmail.com. So that's it. Even out of practice, I almost hit 4 hours.
Yep, you did.
Not scripted, so what can I tell you? So I will be back with a haul because I am almost 100% sure that we're going to the dang bins, people.
Yep.
I don't think we've been there for a month.
Oh, it's been a while.
It's been at least a month, right?
Yep.
We're going to the bins. I want to say it, but I'm not going. We're going to the bins. Thanks. I was going to say thanks to all 6 of you. There were more before. 7. Look, I know. I knew it was going to be like this, so I just hope everybody rewatches it. That's going to be fine with me. I have missed you guys. And I know some of you are probably going, oh, yeah, right.
Oh, no, she talks about this.
But I do.
Yeah.
I do. I see certain things, and
Right.
I will
Yep.
say names.
Yep.
I'm like, oh, my God. And then I'll say, so-and-so would love this.
Mm-hmm. Yes, she does.
And actually, Claire, if you're watching this, it's either Claire or I can't, there's a name that I could not think of yesterday. My anthropology girl, was it you, Claire, or was it somebody else? There's only one other person that I have this not image, but this, I don't know, like certain people and that came to me in certain times and stuff, and it was like the same, like you were in the same group, let's say. So if it's you, Claire, let me know. And if it's not, you know who you are. I have an anthropology dress, and I just thought of my anthropology girl. So, which is, you're probably thinking, then if you know it's your anthropology girl, why can't you remember her name? Because I can't remember if it was Claire or
The other name.
this other name that is, it's still a person. It might not be the right person. It might actually be Claire, but there's somebody I have in mind that I can't, I'm going to have to go through my books or something. So anyway, drop me a DM if you're on Instagram, because then I will be able to tag you, because I do use Instagram more, and I will be using it even more now as I'm trying to get like back in the saddle, like it said. And or just email me or put a message in this thing, because I'll get that too. Thank you to the ones of you that are here. I really, really, really appreciate it. And Christy, I guess Nancy and I are going to have to go get our coffee now.
Yeah.
Because Christy sent me money right before the sale, or the show, oh my God, to go get a coffee. And I didn't have time. But she did send me enough for both of us. So.
Well, I always get the dull kind.
Yes, she just gets up. I even don't even know what. I'm like, what is a small called? I sound like somebody that's never been to Starbucks, because I only know Venti and Trenta. And trust me, everything should come in Trenta as far as I'm concerned. But whatever. Sometimes I get a certain drink just because I want a Trenta. Whatever. Anyhow, yeah, she just gets a tall black coffee.
Yep, that's it.
That's it.
Nothing
And then
else.
there's me. Skim milk,
Whole recipe.
sugar-free this, whatever you can do to skinny it up. I'm the whole, but they like me because they like my they're all these youngsters. They like my bracelets, or they like my earrings, or they like my car, or they like my steering wheel. Or they, one person, what did she say? I like your vibe.
Oh yes.
And Nancy was with me.
Yeah.
Oops.
That was cool.
I loved it. And I was like,
Yeah.
so glad I had a witness. She's like, I really like your vibe or whatever. And I'm like, oh, thank you. Like, I mean, like I, you know, this is just like some 20-year-old girl saying this or whatever. And I'm like, oh, thanks. Yeah. But, yeah, because I forget that I'm 60. I think I'm, you know, 25 sometimes. I really do. I think I'm like, when it comes to looking at guys, even though, I mean, now I know I have a boyfriend. He's 2 years older than me, just like my ex-husband was. Our birthdays are 5 days apart. 2 years and 5 days, but 5 days. You know, when I would look at men or see men like in public or in a magazine or a commercial or whatever, my mind thinks I'm like 35 or 40. Like that guy would, you know, ever, whatever. But, you know, but then like when I'm doing my decorating and I'm kind of like my free spirit comes out, then I feel like I'm 25. Then I get up off the couch and I feel like I'm 85. So 60 is about the average, so I guess it's right. So anyhow, thank you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me, Nancy. And now we're going to go to the bins.
Yep.
So look for I'll do a haul. I promise. Yeah. I'll do a haul, and I'm gonna try to, you know, do hauls until I have like, I'm gonna work on things because I got to do this rummage, and then I can have stuff out of the way. And also the thing is, it's also that I have other things that I want in there that I don't have ready to be in there. So that's how I'm anal too. Is like, I can't do it until it's 100% done. But the minute I do it, there will be something that I'll look at and say, oh, I wanted that there. It's just the way it is. Just like I said, like with my bathroom in the hallway, I already mixed it up. But that's just because I have been here a year and a half. And some areas are, I mean, like the basic things are laid out. And my decor is up. It's just the excess that I'm trying to deal with. So if you're looking for anything in particular or in general, I mean, from planters to candle stick holders to cats to dogs to elephants, because I have some chalkware elephants, to anything. Just think of anything. If you want it, let me know. If I'll see if I got it, because Mama needs to get some space back. Anyhow, thank you guys so much. Love you guys. I really do.
Thanks, guys.
I miss you. I promise I am gonna, and I'll have her to keep pushing me around. Although we really are co-enablers.
Oh, so bad.
Co-enablers, we call it.
Co-enablers.
Yeah, so we're both bad. But anyhow, all right, love you guys, and I'll see you in the next thing that I get out here. All right.
Bye.
Bye.